Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and I am joined by the always lovely Doodle.
What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Thank you so very much for rocking out with us tonight. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Now, as you all know, it is Mother effing Friday night. And if it's Friday night, that means it's not just myself. It's not just Doodle. No. You see him here. That's right. It's our boy. It is the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slaying, the pony batier maker.
Pow!
It's our boy. Harkeem Shani. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. It's been another week of fun stuff. My goodness, lots of stuff came up and lots of stuff has come out over the last, week or two. It's been some interesting times.
Interesting times. Indeed. That is the truth. Yes.
Ponies remain the same, though.
I don't know.
Ponies?
Some maybe
Dude.
just losing it. We'll see how that keeps going.
I mean, look, we just had Tin Dog do a full convert back. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm done with this blue shit. I hate blue. I always hated blue. I don't know why I went blue, but I'm back to green. It's the way they see it.
Blue is for ponies.
Man, what a beautiful singing voice. You know who also has a beautiful
Listen,
singing voice?
I know who
Demo.
does.
That's
I know
right.
Who does.
The motherfucking homie Demo Flow Gaming with his angelic sounds that he comes out with.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The sounds of angels finger blasting all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boy. Welcome, my dude. Demo Flow Gaming in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, man. Friday, you know what time it is. It's time to stomp on these ponies, man. I'm back at it again, man. Salute to all. Shout out to Chat. I was having dinner. I had Thai food today, so ramen. And, it was fire. So I was like, Simone got away, bro. Everybody got away because it's feeding time.
Son of a bitch.
And you know how it is when the snake eat, they like to lay down and chill. Nah, just kidding. I ate. I came right away here. But yeah, man, we here, bro. And it's been a crazy week. So many gaming topics, right? And things to talk about. So let's get into it, man. Don't want to cut you guys off. I'll catch up. I'll catch up with y'all.
All right, that's what's up. Well, listen, glad you guys are here. We're gonna have a fun night, man. We got a lot to talk about. The first one for sure. I was so taken back when I saw this. It's like, wow, who knew? Who knew that the console base that is the smallest of the three outsold PlayStation? That's real crazy.
Who would have thought that a dead console? Dead
console. How did Xbox players buy a first-party PlayStation game more than PlayStation players themselves? That's a question.
That's a
we're
slap
definitely going to talk about how embarrassing that is for sure. We're for sure going to have a good time talking about that one. So we're definitely going to talk about that. I don't know where these dudes come from, man. And you know what? I think what happens is that over time, people they are in the spotlight, and then they leave the spotlight because they think they're above it. They don't care about the spotlight, and then they realize that nobody gives a fuck about them anymore, and nobody retweets their post or likes the shit they write because they're irrelevant to the world now. So then they come back to talk shit so that they can be seen again. And I am talking about Pete Hines. Pete Hines, ex-Bethesda Pete Hines, is out here talking trash about Game Pass, and we're going to talk about that for sure. Man, that's just funny. We're also going to talk a little about Silksong crushing the world right now, more than all these big games coming out. It's crazy. Silksong is definitely something that is very unique, and a lot of people got a lot of things to say, devs and all this other. There's like a lot to talk about. Then we got word of a surprising new first-party game being made by a PlayStation first-party studio. It's gonna blow your minds because it's exactly what everyone wanted for sure. Nobody did not ask for what they're making, but we'll talk about it when we get there. We're also going to talk a little bit about the Legion Go 2 that got a nice announced, the handheld, and you know, it's coming out in October, trying to compete with the Xbox Ally X. We're going to talk about that and see, can it compete? We're going to talk about it a little bit. But before we get into any of that, y'all know how we do, man. We got to shout out all of our homies who are here in the building, but also everybody who supports us over on Patreon and YouTube as members. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so very, very much. Appreciate y'all for the support. It's very, very kind of you guys. But of course, you know how we do, man. We want to shout out our elite members. That's right. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, and Queen Witch. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right. Our homie Big Mace Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and Hargi Chani.
Let's go.
Thank you guys for the support. Appreciate y'all. And then our August champs. That's right. Most top threes. The best bot, #1 in the building. Coach Hooded Canuck.
Bam
the
Jam.
month of August.
Yes.
Most first super chats was from our boy Broke Boy Lewis. Biggest super chat was from our boy Big Boy Mike. Most biggest super chats were from Jonas the Dad. Top 3 most gifted subs was from Ryuar Gaming, Cubini Gaming, and Hargi Chani. And then most gifted subs at once, Hargi Chani. He won. He did it. All right, shout out to you guys. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support. But you know how we do here, man. You guys live in the building right now. You.
Whoa.
You guys.
Echo.
I wish I had an echo button.
Right?
You guys are supporting us in such a major way, being here live in the building, man. We appreciate y'all so much. You guys are so very, 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 very special to us for being here live. But of course, clearly, obviously, you cannot all be equal. No, it's not possible. I'm sorry to crush your dreams, but you're not equal. When you look to your left and look to your right, most of you are not as special as 3 of you. That's right. 3 of you are the specials of the evening. Why? How do you become a special? Very simple. On Point clicks the button and says, we're going to go live. That signal goes up. And the first 3 people who said, holy shit, they went live. I'm getting in that building. Those are the specials of the evening. That's right. They have risen above. They watched the show from above, all of you, because you're all special, but not as special as them. That's right. But the question is this: who are they? Who are the mystery specials? No, that's good. I love the echo. Who are they? Well, we're going to fucking dethrone? No, the cloth? We're going to reveal.
I thought you were going with dethrone the last top 3.
No, well, that's also a thing. But who are they? That's the real question. And I can tell you right now, it's good. It's a good one. You know why?
Okay.
Because it's a return of some homies. Finally, after taking the top spot last month, finally, he returns to the top 3. Number 3 in the building is our boy, Coach Hooded Canuck.
Woo! Fam Jam.
Made top 3. Fam Jam in the building. Made top 3. He's not fucking around. Appreciate you, my brother. Gotta write that down before I don't forget. Canuck is not messing around. Shout out to you, brother.
Listen. It's not a full blown comeback, but you know,
Don't call it a comeback. Because it quite wasn't, but you at least made it in the top 3. You know what I'm saying? So you're there.
Yes.
You're right there. You're right there. Number 2 in the building. It's our boy.
Oh,
Be Nice.
be nice. Let's go.
In the building. Shout out to my boy Be Nice, who's rocking out with us.
Yes.
Yesterday during our live gameplay, he was there during Chronos. He was there during Helldivers. Shout out to Be Nice. All right, and then number 1 spot. I think this man is taking this shit seriously because I feel like he's saying, I'm gonna fucking run shit.
Oh,
And by run shit, I mean be number 1 and the best at everything at this point is what I'm hearing.
okay.
It's our boy,
Who?
motherfucker Dark Angelic.
Yes.
Number 1 in the building, best spot of the night. Ba, 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 ba. You know what I'm saying?
He's not messing around.
He is not messing around. Dark Angelic, shout out to you, my dude. Appreciate you, man. Remember, this is a double banger right
This is
off
a
the
double
rip.
banger. He's got a
because
leg
he's an
up.
elite member, and he's first in the building. So he got a
Yes.
double banger right off the rip. Right.
Shout out to Dark
you,
Angelic.
man. And shout out to everybody else. We appreciate y'all. That being said, let's go ahead. Hold on. All right. So this is mixed up a little bit because Dark Angelic didn't just stop
Oh,
at being first in the building.
because why would you stop at a double banger when you can
Why
have
would you
what?
stop at a double when you can get a triple? And that triple, my
Ooh.
friend, he is the
Those
first
are
super
good.
chat of the night. That's right, our boy Dark Angelic with that $2 super chat says, "Hit that like button,
Let's
and you're
go.
you're a crying pony." Damn, that's pretty damning. So what he's saying right now is, if you did not hit that button,
You're not
You're a
just a
pony.
pony. You're a crying pony.
a crying pony.
Damn.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Like that's emotional damage right there. Like, who wants to be a crying pony? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that. Do the right thing. Save yourself. Save yourself. Don't
Emotional damage.
do. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's right. Don't let your kids look at you and be like, "Are you really a pony, Papa? Papa, you're really a pony, Papa? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. All you had to do is hit the like button, you fucking pony." That's what you're gonna say to you. So I just, as Dark Angelic said, do the right thing. Hit the like button. Be not a pony. Okay. I think that's our new slogan. Like, be not a pony.
I like it.
Hit the like button. Right. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Dark Angelic.
Thank you, love.
Let me get
Thank
him.
you.
Let me get him over here. Oh, you know what? I'm writing it down, but I didn't type it in. Dark Angelic. So first, super dark. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and put it in there before I don't forget. So we're gonna go here. Gonna go there. All right. First 3 was the homie Dark Angelic.
Wow. So beautiful, babe.
I try. Be nice. And coach.
You know what was beautiful? That song that our boy Ryu put together.
are crushed.
Say money. Say
That was
money.
amazing.
Yo, we listened to it like 15 times.
Literally like a million times. It was really
Yeah,
good.
that was wild.
It was really, really good.
It's so good. Shout out to Ryu Art.
Shout out to Ryu.
If you're in our Discord, check it out.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff for sure. That being said, Dark Angelic came out. Appreciate you, my homie.
Like an angel, like a floating angel.
Like a floating angel. You know who else decided that that's what they were gonna be? It's our motherfucking homie.
Oh,
And let's be clear, he was a single banger, but as of right now in this moment, he is vying for double bangership.
oh,
That's right. It's our motherfucking homie. Be Nice in the
let's
building.
go.
Who went ahead and gifted 5 on point for gamer
Yes.
memberships, but then he came back with another 10 on point for gamer memberships, making it 15
Let's
on point for gamer
go.
memberships. You don't gotta figure out that button. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do.
Tell him, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family of OGs in the chat.
Yes.
Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for rocking out with us, man. Thank y'all so much. And of
Thank
course,
you. Thank you,
you know
Be
what Be
Nice.
Nice
Get
is
those
looking
fingers
for.
ready.
you know
Finger
what Be
blast.
Nice is looking for. You're gonna go ahead and get into that
Give it to him.
emoji where you're gonna finger blast. All right, this emoji that you're finger blasting nonstop with no stopping in sight. You're just gonna keep going. Finger blast this dude. You know the button right there, live in the building. Do it. Do the right thing. Show him. I'll join you.
Get him, baby.
Do it right.
You
Do it
can
right.
let
Shout
you
out
know
to
when it's enough.
our
You know.
boy Damn. See, it's just it's just different when you say it. You know what I'm saying?
Get comfy, be nice. Get ready. Get ready, because here we come.
Oh boy, be nice. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. Very kind of you, man. Very kind of you.
Max said to do some extra finger blasting.
Oh, we already. You know you can't
You know
stop
he
me.
loves that shit.
You
You know
can't
he
stop me.
loves it.
All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? Let me add them to the list. With that 15 officially in double banger contention.
Damn.
And
Shout out to
So,
Be Nice.
right
Thank
now,
you so much.
Be Nice is double banging. Can he
Wow.
keep it? That's a good question. But right now, he is the double banger extraordinaire. Okay, he done did it. He
Right,
done
you are concerned
did
for
it.
your fingers, babe.
They never get
Poor
tired.
CMoney's fingers. Listen, I'm just saying, he puts in the work. You know
I
what
mean, we're gamers, bro. Ain't nobody get tired of finger blasting.
That's
why we
right,
do.
bro.
Hell
Press
no,
buttons.
baby.
We
Hell
press
no.
buttons.
It's just practice. You know what I'm saying? It's nonstop. All right. Let's get our homie Starkey Love in the building. Going
Turkey
ahead
Love was
and
good.
be our biggest super chat of the night.
Let's
First one.
go.
Shout out to you, Starkey Love. Let me put you here, Starkey. By the way, I don't know if everybody noticed, but the names came back.
Oh, nice.
No more of that username bullshit. So that's cool.
Finally.
Finally,
I
indeed.
felt like I didn't recognize some of you.
So Starkey Love in the building says, only thing better than watching ponies die on the inside while Xbox dominates the industry is watching the feckless media do the same.
Ooh,
Hashtag green for life.
damn.
Man, you guys are choosing violence tonight. Cutting deep.
It's Friday night,
The name of the
baby.
game, apparently.
Woo.
Y'all came out, y'all said, I'm done with work. Now I'm about to put in that work on these bitches. You know what I'm saying? That's good shit, man. Starkey Love, shout out to you, homie. Let me update this banner, because I'll be forgetting to do things. So let's do that right. Biggest super chats from my boy Starkey Love.
You know, that's that feeling you get. You want to
Starkey
sing,
Love.
that name,
I think that's the only
the
way.
dope name.
I think that's the only way for sure. Shout out to you, Starkey Love. It's true. It is so satisfying.
Right?
It is just so satisfying to see them not know what's going on. Like I didn't like put it anywhere to look at it, but I saw like Poldarock was like he started listing
Oh gosh.
Xboxes, like Xbox generations, and saying like Xbox One failure, Xbox One S
These
failure,
gallopers don't know what
Xbox
else to
Series,
do,
Xbox One
bro.
X failure, Xbox Series failure. How come Xbox seems to be a failure? Except y'all failed to buy your own first party single player game, and the
PlayStation
failures?
Studios.
We supported PlayStation more
Failure.
than you. Is that what you're saying? Are you telling me that you are single-handedly telling PlayStation to make sure they put all their games on Xbox because Xbox players are the ones who would buy them? Like, don't get it twisted. Y'all go and y'all buy Xbox games for sure, but y'all didn't buy more Xbox games than we bought Xbox games. You know what I'm saying?
Nuh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, y'all are still beneath us in that way. Like, just to be clear, you haven't risen to our status where this was the first
They
one.
stay on the bottom, babe.
Huh?
They stay on the bottom.
They stay on the bottom.
They're bottoms.
They're bottoms.
You know? Take that, take that.
It wasn't even the first one. Like they had MLB The Show and MLB.
I mean,
The Show did
technically, but
better
you know
on
they're gonna cry,
Xbox.
Hargy. Oh, well, MLB The Show was put there by MLB. It's not PlayStation published. So this was your PlayStation.
I'm just
published.
pointing out it got more engagement on Xbox than it did on PlayStation. I'm just
It just
saying,
seems
even
like-
it's the smaller failure.
How can you
console.
have more than double the amount of boxes, yet Xbox like easily slapped them up, like easily pound for pound slapped them up? like it's crazy. Like just
yeah, I don't know about those
It's so
numbers
sad.
as far as the sales of Helldivers, right? Because it's from Millennia. I don't know if it's true, but it's
Hey,
got to be
listen,
something like that,
if
though.
they can
Because like you
celebrate,
look at the engagement, it's crazy.
if they can
It's
celebrate
crazy.
the other side of it, then we can celebrate this side of it. All right. When that Alenia shit says stupid shit about Xbox, those motherfuckers like, oh shit, oh shit. So
It's
you know
real.
what? Guess
Oh,
what, baby?
shit to
Oh shit. Y'all gonna learn today, baby. Y'all gonna learn the fuck today.
Y'all know what to do. Oh shit!
Oh no! Oh, that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Shout out to the homie Space Shot in the building with that
Let's
$5
go.
appreciation. My brother says
Thank you, Space
everything
Shot.
we've been saying about the gaming market has come to pass. Everything has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Shout out to you, Space Shot, with them bars, especially here on this channel where we've never wavered. It seems like every single thing that we have stood behind has come to pass.
Woo.
Oh, Xbox putting their games on PlayStation. Xbox is abandoning the Xbox community. Xbox hates us. Word. I'm going to PlayStation. They'll never do that. Word. Ooh, interesting.
And games going on Game Pass destroy sales. How's that Silksong doing? So many sales have
Every
crashed. Not one,
narrative.
but 3 stores. 3 stores.
Bro, every narrative
Expedition 33 did that stuff?
destroyed. Every narrative has been destroyed. The same one they cling on to, the same little fucking little one that they just okay, the same one. Console sales. I know I love my console sales. I love them so much. I love them. That's all they got. They still to this day. It won't stop. It won't stop. They won't stop talking about it's the only thing.
These guys.
And PlayStation told them they don't give a fuck about them.
They don't. They don't. They're so effed up in the head right now that they can't talk about the present, and we've got them talking about the past. Where they want to stay. That's where they want to stay. That's where they live. Listen, I'm just saying, get back to reality. It's gonna hurt, but at least it's the truth.
It is the truth. It is the truth. I mean, there's no other way around it, right?
Oh,
It's the
so
absolute
good.
truth. Absolutely. Love it. Space Shot. Perfect. Perfect super chat. It's the absolute truth. Oh, I love it. It's a good time. All right. And then we have our homie, motherfucking Razor Ultron in the building, going ahead and gifted an all-point for gamership.
Let's go.
I think I just gotta accept that. Right? There's no other way for me to say it. I always say it the same way. On point for gamership. That's what it is. It's a gamership, not a membership. A gamership. It's the on point for gamership. Thank you so much for going ahead and gifting one. Y'all know what to do.
Tell them, baby.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji
Let's
in the
go.
chat. Welcome, our newest member, man. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much, my brother. And of course, our boy Razor Ultron. You know what it is.
Give it
we
to
appreciate
him.
you, and you know what he's looking for. That's why he did.
You know what he want on a Friday
That's why
night?
he did one. He said one is all I need, baby. Go ahead
One will
and
suffice.
shout out our boy and go ahead and hit him with a little pop. You know what I'm talking about. I don't gotta say it to you. You already know. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Go ahead and give him a little pop. You know what I'm saying? Be kind. Do it right. You know what I'm saying? It's the right way. Appreciate you, Razor. Thank you, my friend. We do have the homie Mac22TH54 in the building.
Mac,
with that $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Just says CMoney Xbox play games, not Twitter. Hashtag Pab.
Let's go.
Pussy ass bitches, just in case you don't know.
Bitches.
Sometimes you gotta let people know what it means. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, Mac. You ain't fucking around.
That's our boy.
Truth. All right. Obviously, you know, we got our homies in the building. What's going on? Did something break? I don't even know anymore. Okay, here we go. All right. So you know we gotta shout out the rest of our homies though, right? In the building. I see the homie Malcolm X-Lax. What's going on, my dude?
Malcolm,
Thank
what's
you for
up?
being here.
Thank
Jesse
you.
B in the
Was he
building.
first?
Who was first?
Jesse B?
The first what?
First one in the building? Did he write first? No,
No, that's Zach Riley.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Jesse.
Damn.
That was
That's real
cut deep.
cold.
My bad, player.
That did. Queen Witch in the building says, hello, everyone.
Girl. What's up, baby?
Hello, everyone. Dark and Judge tried to push me to comment to make the first 3 in chat. You should have did it, Queen Witch. You should have did it. You should have beat Dark Angelic.
Right?
Put him in his place.
First.
That would have backfired on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, babe, come on, you could do it. Beat his ass.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh my God, that's funny. Eric Ken in the building.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Says, not gonna lie, I finally have some Helldiver FOMO. Only took a year. I mean, seriously though, like it was a year before I got pumped for it. I am digging it though. Like I enjoy it. Shout out to Xbox for making it enjoyable for me by bringing Halo into the world. You know what I'm saying? But and the right controller, right? Because ain't nobody got no time for no goddamn DualSense. Get out my face with that. I see Ren in the building. What's up, man? Says P. Hines is a total pony. We knew this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Power Boss in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Golden Sook. What's up, man? I see Game Shark in the building. Twinkle, baby. Twinkle.
Yes.
My dude. Who else we got in here? Right, you are in the building. What's up, fam?
What's up, fam?
Get out with us.
That's our
Appreciate
boy.
you, my brother. Oh, Powerball's got a public service announcement for everybody. If you like this content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, especially the like, and then especially the subscribe. Okay?
And then the bell.
And then the bell.
Share the link if you can.
Do
That'd be awesome.
Those are all the fun things that you should be doing.
Yeah.
He's back with another one. Says, don't forget to become a member. It's as low as $1.
I mean, fact.
It is fact, right? It is fact. It's just what it is. That's the right thing to do, I would say. Like, just do it. And then he says, joining the Discord is free. Join at the link. He provides the link. Come hang out in the Discord. We got all the dope homies in there having a good time, living their best life. I see Space Shot in the building. Obviously, he's not fucking around, so appreciate you, my dude. User for Games. You got User for Games. I was about to I got used to having to say User for Games after reading the name because of the app, but User for Games, that's the homie. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. General Sparty 27 in the building says, I'm back for the live show. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for being here, my dude.
Love. Welcome back.
Welcome back, man. You know what it is. You the man. Appreciate you, my brother. Outward Lyric in the building. What's going on, my dude? Appreciate you.
Pasa?
Here. Tarnished Gamer. What's going on, man? Says, I'm hearing out on these streets that Xbox gamers actually buy games, and a couple stables are bucking and neighing. Ooh, yeah, they are. A little bit. Custom deep, as you know. But we're here for it, right? It's just what it is. Rayar said dedicated to CMoney. If he understood, he's talking about the song that you were talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I had no idea what you were saying, but it was
just,
good.
Just
it sounded
name.
right.
Just his
made
name.
Me move. You know what I'm saying?
CMoney. It's so good
though. Oh my God. Mac 22 TH54 says we cannot escape the finger blast. I mean, just the fact at this point. It's just what it is. G Maybe in the building.
Yo.
What's up, fam? Thank you for being here. What's going on, player? Raven in the building. What's up, man? Mike Tui. What's up, homie? Says phony ponies don't purchase games. No, they don't. Apparently. Rain G4 sliding through. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here, man. Dion Landon. What's up, player? Force One. What's going on, my brother? APIMB. What's up, fam? Seth Monster. What's going on? James Kofi in the building. What is up, my dude? Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Jean-Marc Luis.
Ooh.
Elijah Vasquez in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. All right. Listen, before we hop into our topics of the night, there's a lot of them. It's going to be good. I do want to get in our newest segment. Obviously, didn't make the cut. That's right. If you're new here or if you don't remember, didn't make the cut. It's very simple. It's a segment that we brought in that goes ahead and fills in all the gaps. That's right. We have the topics that we chose for the night, but not everything can be a main topic, right? So we're going to go ahead and cover some of the topics that didn't make the cut, right? Nice, simple. Betty nice. Betty nice. Is Betty nice.
Straight to the point.
Betty nice. All right. So let's get started here with didn't make the cut. All right. So, I mean, that definitely made the cut. So that's going to stay there. That made the cut. Okay, what didn't make the cut? Dragon Age the Veilguard sees a huge boost thanks to Game Pass.
Ooh.
It's a 1,525% player increase since joining Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC. Jumped from outside of the top 400 to number 33.
Oh, wow.
Most played Xbox game this week.
Sweet.
Game Pass might have just given Veilguard a second life. You love to hear it, right? Game Pass out here doing his job, bringing life to games that
Wait.
otherwise
are you
are
saying
not.
that it helps games? I was told that it destroys games. I was told that the industry is going to die because of Xbox Game Pass. Is that not happening?
They
Wait a
lied to
minute.
you, Harky. They lied to us.
All these people,
Listen, I think we were going to
all
talk
these
about it in
media
this very
people,
show.
all the PlayStation pundits. Like, wait, hold on. I thought this was supposed to be the worst thing that's ever happened to gaming. Besides ET, maybe, or maybe there was something else that happened recently. Was there something else that happened? Oh wait, yeah, there was this thing. Did this kill gaming?
Concord?
I don't know.
Back on
I wonder. Is it... I love how every fucking narrative just keeps getting demolished. Every narrative.
Nonstop. I love it. It's like the greatest thing ever. And you know what? It's so satisfying to not have been a bitch to waver. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the biggest one, right? That's my favorite thing about all this shit. That all those pabs out there who's like, I don't know, I think Xbox is fucking up now. I'm so mad. Now they're like, oh, Xbox is crushing it. Xbox is the best box. Woo!
I love the article that was like, Game Pass is too good.
I know. Oh, yeah. Do you have that? I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it. I wanted to.
I think it should be in Boom's. Like, it was on our Wednesday show, so I'll see if I can just find it in his show.
All right.
Let me take a look.
Wasn't that Chris Dring? The one who said that?
It's possible.
Who's?
I don't think it was. Hold on. I'll find it. Hang on.
Bro, boy, talking about Game Pass, CMoney, check your DM because I sent you something out of one of your favorite people here in the world. He just posted this an hour ago, and you need to see it. Go check it out.
Oh no, that's a topic. That's a topic.
You seen it? What I just seen?
Yeah, what you just sent me.
Yeah, just now. Like
yeah. That's the topic.
We're gonna talk about
that.
Okay.
That's the main topic. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just seen that shit. I'm like, bro.
Oh no. Yeah. We're talking about it. That's
who
that
said
behind
the console wars are over, bro? This is crazy. I thought we were done. But
bro,
it's like,
it is. But
bro,
they're trying what they can do to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? It just
like
is what it is.
That one soldier, after the war, that is still in the trenches,
yes,
doing drills and shit. Like, bro, it's over. Let it go.
He's like at a
not in danger.
Fucking rolling on the ground with trying to dodge your cover. It's like, bro, you're out the war, bud. It's done. Calm down.
It's
stand down, homie.
Insane. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. Whatever.
I mean, look,
Game Pass
this is the thing, but look, Game Pass coming out here doing his job, right? Helping the industry, right? That's what this is about. We talk about it all the time with Game Pass, and it's crazy how there's all these random fucking articles when it's so clear the benefit that it is.
You know what?
Like, it's just so clear. It helps games get seen in a world where there's so many games coming out. It helps it get seen, and it puts it in the hand of players who weren't gonna buy the game.
Bro,
people think it takes away. It doesn't. It just puts it in their hands and says, here, give it a shot. And you know what? They gave it a shot.
people don't think it takes away. They're just afraid of what it's going to do to PlayStation and any other freaking console out there. It's just that simple. It's the fear of thinking that Xbox is going to take over, which they are.
Yeah, they already done it.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, the Game Pass is a necromancer of the dead games. Look at Dragon Age the VR dead in the water. Nobody gave a shit about it. And now people are actually playing, me being one of them. I wasn't going to spend $70 playing Dragon Age the VR. But last week, I think I told you guys that I tried it out because I had a little bit of extra time. I tried it out, and look, it's not as bad as people make it out to be. You know, I was expecting to be offended, you know, from the get-go and stuff like that. It wasn't like that. They do ask you for pronouns, you know, when you fire up the thing, but they also ask me for pronouns when I fill out a work application. Or when
I was just about to say, we literally just had to fill out some shit that said the pronouns. So like, what are you gonna do? It's just what it is.
And it's like, bro, are you getting mad? Like, just say in there what you are, either a girl or a boy, a man or a female, and keep it moving. And, you know, just don't pay that much attention to, because at the end of the day, we made like weird ass characters. I make some weird ass characters that you don't know what they are. You're like, oh shit, like, what is this? And it's just me playing around, making the head big, the leg long. You know, it's just like, you know, whatever. Other than that, the game as a game, right, it's pretty well done. Production value is in there. It looks crispy. It performs well on both the Xbox and the PC. So I you know, they have some fun freaking abilities, bro. One of the abilities, you do the drop kick on people and send them out flying. I chose the warrior because that's, you know, that's my class that I usually play, you know, in RPGs, and I thought it was funny as hell. So I went ahead and kept playing, and it wasn't half bad, bro. I mean, it's not Skyrim. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Some like
no, but it doesn't have to be. It's just his own
even
shit.
about, but it's just, it's there, bro, for you to play. It's on Game Pass. If you have a free, you know, hour or whatever, try it out, bro. It doesn't hurt. It's not, you're not gonna be offended. I live in down south here in Miami, bro. What I see, like, I see people walking down in the street, bro. You seen this shit? Walking down the street with leashes, acting like little doggies and shit with the, what is it, the muffles that they put, the muzzles that they put in the mouth, right?
Yeah.
That, like, what is the muzzle, right? Like that's
muzzle.
Yeah, the muzzle, right? They put that, and then they walk down the street. You got this dude with two little bitches, whatever,
Jesus,
you know,
Christ,
growling in the. I can be offended by that, bro.
Yeah. A little different,
whatever.
Little bit of a problem, but no, I agree, man. Look, Dragon Age, I didn't really have a problem with it. You know, other games had my interest more at the time, but it's there, and I do plan on eventually getting back to it at some point once I have some free time. But yeah, man. I mean, look, it's doing its job, right? It went up like 1,300%. That's, you can't ask more from Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that was spoken on here, obviously you guys know that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle just dropped their brand new DLC, The Order of Giants, and it's a huge thing made by Machine Games. Well, Machine Games did come out here and I guess got quoted somewhere where it says, Machine Games studio head says, "We have always seen this as a Wolfenstein trilogy. So that journey for BJ, even during those first few weeks at id, when we mapped out New Order, we still had the plan for at least that character. What will happen in the second one? What will happen in the third one?" So I think that's important to say, because at least I hope that we're not done with Wolfenstein yet. We have a story to tell. So obviously, he's talking about a potential third Wolfenstein in this series. I think we all assumed that the third Wolfenstein was being worked on, right? And I think it was just when it was gonna drop. We know Indiana Jones came up. We know that they're already starting the next Indiana Jones. So is he saying that because Wolfenstein is just sitting on the back burner for now, after they worked on it for a while and they're going to see what happens? Or are they, you know, splitting teams up? Are they going to go ahead and become a a 2-game studio where one team is working on Wolfenstein, the other team's working on Indiana. I mean, if you got to imagine that if Todd Howard is what is he, like the director or the executive producer or something like that, right? He's one of those things, right? If he's doing that, then the person who would normally have that role at Machine Games, would he not be doing something else?
Yeah, you would assume.
You know what I'm saying? Are you really gonna be like, oh, Todd Howard's in the building, go sit on that seat, motherfucker, and start coding or doing whatever the hell that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there has to be something cooking, but and they didn't always have Indiana Jones, right? Like when it got announced, it still had, like, from the time that they dropped the last Wolfenstein to when they announced Indiana Jones, right? That was a while, right? Like there was years between those moments. So, they had to be working on something before the Indiana Jones license came up to them, right? So
you figure that's something that they at some point are going to finish.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's all that I can imagine. It has to be coming. So we know it's coming, but having them talk about it is definitely a good look here. I guess a little public service announcement. If you're into Ninja Gaiden 4, there is a new dynamic background for it. So definitely go check that out. Let me see over here. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this for a second. Did you guys watch that state of play for 007 First Light?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I've seen little snippets. But yeah, I mean, it looks good, so whatever.
It looks
fun.
Good. Got it.
I mean, don't expect IOI to put out games that look like, stunning or anything. It's
Why?
IOI. Why should I expect that from them?
Because it's fucking next gen.
Who cares?
Bro.
That's a relevance only for some like so do I expect Expedition 33 to be like this stunning? Like it's good. Like whatever.
Expedition 33 is
good.
stunning.
It's good. Like I don't expect everything to be perfect. Like it is what it is, right? So, but fair enough. If that's what you're expecting from it, it's not going to be that. It's going to be an IOI game. That's what it's going to be. That's what I expected.
Okay. Well,
it looks like an Xbox One game, right? It totally looks like an Xbox One game.
See, this is the thing. I think this generation, you're either going to look at it one of two ways. One way is the way Hargeet's looking at it, where he's like, listen, those punk asses weren't going to do shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? Those booty ass bitches can barely make a bald head guy shoot a gun. How the hell they're gonna add hair? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy work.
Yeah, no hope. No hope.
Yeah, exactly. I don't overhype it because I know what I'm expecting from them, and that's what they deliver, and that's fine. Right? It's only Sony that comes out here and says every game is going to be the cinematic, high quality game. I'm good, fine. If you do that, then you have to set the bar and you have to meet that bar, right? But I don't expect Avowed to look like that. I don't care. It looked great to me. It's good enough for me.
Look amazing.
Yeah,
exactly. For me, but if you look at it in comparison to like a real movie game, like no, it doesn't look like that. Fine. I don't care. It doesn't have to. I love what Obsidian puts out. I think they make great games, right? So does it have to look stunning? No. Does it look good enough for me? Heck yeah. I think it's great. I think what they did with the visual art style was great, but that's what I expect of them. I don't expect Outer Worlds to look perfect. I expect it to be cartoony. I don't care. It's going to be a good game. That's all that matters to me. It's Sony that put out this stupid messaging. I don't like their messaging.
See, but
you love graphics. I get that.
But I feel like we're looking at different things because I love graphics, and I feel like Avowed was a masterclass in graphics. If you look at like the details in that world is amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like playing in that world, it looked stunning. Outer Worlds 2 is most likely going to be running off the same engine, so I almost for certain feel right? like we're going to see the same thing.
I don't know if it's 5, but
Grounded 2 looks stunning, so beautiful. So like I'm definitely not like I feel like you don't have to be super realistic to be a beautiful looking game, but I feel like
you have to perfect. Like you have to do it very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you just have to do it, and you have to meet expectations, I think. And I think if you're coming out here and you're bringing James Bond 007, this massive IP, right? And you're gonna go ahead and show up to the party wearing your PlayStation 4, Xbox One jumpsuit. I think you're missing the boat, bro. All right, the one thing I would say that I thought looked quote unquote next gen, like looked like it belonged, was were the explosions. Okay. So when he shot the barrels and stuff and the things blew up, the big explosions, they looked really, really nice. Like they looked really well done. But outside of that, come on, man.
Just play the trailer while we talk about it, bro. If you could.
I don't even know what the fuck that trailer is. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. I thought it looked great, but I didn't think that it was groundbreaking for me. I know a lot of people react like Harky said, like, "Oh my god, like this is like something else." But it looked pretty standard to me. Pretty like okay. So I do like the hand-to-hand combat that they added in this you know, the animations and stuff. It looked cool, but it just feel like I don't know, like kind of like stiff. To kind of like you know, like it remind me a lot of what is it, like Quantum Break. The gameplay is just like Quantum Break.
But Quantum
That's
Break
what
was stunning, bro.
I know it was stunning back in 2018 when it came out. This you know, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a great game.
I put
remember
the link in the private chat, by the way, if you
yeah,
want.
Oh,
I remember playing
I just found it. Where you have it on YouTube?
Quantum of Solace.
Yeah,
Was it
okay.
like the other 07 game? And I thought that was great.
I mean, it
That's
looks
one of the
good enough.
yeah, it
but
looks
I don't
good.
know, whatever. It's
I think it's gonna be great. I would have loved it if they had done it like 007 GoldenEye and they had added like a multiplayer like they did in, you know, back in the day. That would have been, you know, kind of like a nice throwback thing to do, and also to add value to the game, because I mean this is only a single player game and that's it. Like whatever happened to games coming out with a multiplayer as well? It's $70 for God's sake. So I mean, we got to start talking about this shit. Like whatever happened to games that back in the day will come with a multiplayer too.
But let me tell you real quick, Demo. Just you know how you know. Let me tell you some bullshit right here. You know how you know that they know that their shit don't look right? Because look at what they showed you. What they did is, this is a trailer, right? When you watch the trailer, right, they show you all parts.
Now, is
that
this
see like explosions?
Is this 4K?
I have no idea.
Because the one I sent you is from IOI and it's actually 4K.
Yeah, this 4K, 4K,
Okay.
2160 right there. See, they show you just a snippet,
kinda
but then
blocky.
they spend the rest of the time showing you like the story stuff and stuff like that, you know, looks a little bit better. But like the faces, like the animation, right? Like this is just all like, it's clear that they took Hitman as the body, you know what I'm saying, as the skeleton, and then just like added on top of it. And I'm just so tired
the problem
of that.
Is that you're talking about a big IP. So when you're thinking 007, you want to, you know, be blown away. And this is exactly where I went to. So I'm going to click on this first before I finish my thought. James G maybe says James Bond honestly should have been given the Indiana Jones treatment. That's what I feel like. That's like if you show up like this with an Indiana Jones game, right? You want them to do right by the IP. You want to be impressed. This is something that a lot of people are a fan of and are looking forward to going ahead and again, being blown away and want to get into the game and feel like they're 007, right? So it's just a bit of a letdown. And you have a responsibility when this is what you're showing, when you have something like this that you need to show up for. So I don't think they did that.
So let me go here.
But
Mr.
they
Waffles,
do have till next year though, so maybe.
Mr. Waffles in the building. What's up, man? Says, I feel like he's picking this apart because it was on the State of Play. I don't know, when you say he, I don't know if you're talking about me.
I'm assuming it's you, right? But
if he's talking about me, so let's just like be clear. I don't know if I'm not clear about like how I am or who I am. But Hargeet already told you, I love graphics, right? And I'm not. This generation has been the worst generation graphically, right? Like for what it's supposed to do in its generation.
Agreed. Yeah.
The majority of games that come out just did not push, bro. This game does not look like a game that could not have existed on PlayStation 4, right? You know that. This game could easily be run on PlayStation 4. It could easily be run on Xbox One. Lower the resolution, you have the same game. Now, listen, am I going to have to eventually phase out this desire and just focus on I gotta buy the most expensive piece of hardware to enjoy this hobby in the way that I want to enjoy it, which has like the best looking graphics? Then yeah, probably. That's what I think I'm gonna have to come to terms with. But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be annoyed when I see that they're just making the basic game and they're just layering on top of it.
This is the thing. I think this, obviously because of COVID and coming kind of like late into the generation, some kind of called it a wash, right? And they're like, okay, we're not even going to necessarily try anymore. But like COVID's been over. It's time to go ahead and go in full charge and kind of just catch up with whatever you didn't do. Right. So we have seen some games out there that it's like, okay, this is freaking next gen. This is what we were expecting. And now everybody else needs to kind of elevate and get with the program, because the problem that's happening, it's kind of like that comment over there from Mr. Waffle. Right. It seems like some people have kind of adapted to the fact that this is normal, and it shouldn't be, because when you look at the route we were taking and then how some games have stepped into that space, and it blows your mind, right? And you're like, oh man, this is exactly what I was expecting. Then you sit there wondering, why could others have not done the same? And that's where there's a disconnect. So I don't think that we need to settle into that space. We should be, with the amount of games that are releasing and how they want to charge us for these games and these consoles nowadays, we should be expecting more and not sit there and support things for the sake of supporting, so that they can think that this is okay, right? So that's just my take on it. They cannot give us some half-ass shit and then expect us to pay the same, if not more, right? It's not fair. It's not right.
I'm just saying, in a world where we've seen the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, right? In a world where,
dude, you can't compare this to
I'm about to give you some more though. In a world where you have that, but also in a world where you have Hellblade made by a tiny studio, in a world where you have Fable that we've seen the trailers for that look amazing, right? Like we gotta be able to look at something and be like, this is not what this idea of a next generation was supposed to be. But again, we're 5 years in it and I'm saying the same fucking thing. So I think at a certain point here, it's just it doesn't excite me to feel like I could be playing something on this console that I could have played in so many consoles before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't. That doesn't mean it won't be a fine game. It doesn't mean it won't be a dope ass game. It could be a phenomenal game. I'm not talking about the game.
It doesn't mean that someone else can't be excited and content with it. But if I'm not, I can also freaking say it.
Has great explosions.
We've
Right.
barely any freaking game in order to be able to say that this is not because of the state of play.
Also,
how many PlayStation games have we freaking pumped up?
Yeah, this ain't no PlayStation game to begin with. This shit don't belong to PlayStation. Not. So
this is gonna be everything.
This game is releasing everything. Also, like I was just saying and thinking about, like, let's say nobody tells you this is a 0-7 game. Like, this could be easily Mission Impossible. This could be easily another version of Hitman. This has no 007 vibes.
Well, that's because like that's not 007.
Yeah,
like, that's
just
some
the 007 swag.
Exactly. 007 is supposed to be that classy guy who's always in, like, a suit and is always like looking proper. I don't know.
Well, they have the Daniel Craig saga of 007 where he kind of changed that a little bit.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel
it was
like
so smooth.
you also, I don't know if you saw at the beginning of this, but it said Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Obviously,
because it's
Amazon
own
owns
Amazon.
007.
Exactly, Amazon owns MGM, which is 007. Yeah.
And
I'm just saying they have to be able to look at that shit and be like, hey, make this shit look better.
I agree with Demo as well. If you're coming in with 007, you can't go to Daniel's version of it, right? You have to come in with that slick 007 style. I think that's how you, and then later on, as you continue to make them, then you can progress into, making him a little more rugged. But
and this is supposed to be like was it like a prequel? Like this is him becoming James Bond?
Exactly.
I believe it's supposed to be, but again, they can make whatever they want as long as everybody's happy with it. And the development side, fine, whatever. But look, it doesn't look very 007, right? It's certainly not GoldenEye, right? When we had that way back, right? That was definitely different. So fair enough. Like we will see what it's like, and if people want to play it, they'll play it, right? So Iowa just released another big stinker game. That was Mind's Eye, right? That was them. I'm pretty sure they published it.
That's true.
So they need to be careful, and like people give them Hitman because Hitman is what it is. They made it. That's their thing, and that's how it's supposed to look because that's it's their thing, right? Fair enough. You do have a point here that this is somebody else's IP, and there's an expectation. I'm assuming they had to vet the story, right? I'm sure they had to go through somebody at the MGM side to say we're okay with the story. So we'll see how that is, but it's supposed to be something like he's kind of starting and not really quite there yet. I don't know, but that part of it does look a little weird, right? But again, I haven't played the game yet, so I'm not going to trash it. But yeah, it is.
Right.
No,
it
and again, like to be
looks
clear,
like everything they've put out before.
I need there to be a clear
game.
like lineation, like you need to separate the fact. If I'm talking about the graphics, I'm not talking about. I play plenty of games that don't look what I want them to look like and are fine with it or have a good time with it. I find the thing about them that I like, for instance, Helldivers. If you took out the lighting,
yes, oh my gosh,
like that is absolutely a PS4 game. That's 100% a PS4 game,
like 100% like an Doodle
PS4 game.
But
and they should put it on the PS4 and Xbox One, whatever. It get more players. Why not?
It just kind of is what it is. But so but the lighting in certain places just looks great, and then you just kind of move on from it. Again, I'm not talking about this like, oh my god, I'm never gonna play First Light. It doesn't make me excited, but like, oh my god, I need to go play First Night. What did I watch? Shooty bang bang, explosions, driving a car, right? The story, when you heard the story, right? When you heard the cast
I haven't played that part. I should watch the full thing, right?
Well, let me tell you a secret. When you watch it, it doesn't sound like the like acting Bond, that takes place in it. Does
he even say the line? Does he even say the line?
The Bond, James Bond? I don't think so.
I
don't think so, because he's not like he doesn't have his identity yet in this game. He's just figuring out who James Bond is. It's like, bitch, we know who James Bond is. Why are you trying to make it like no, this is not who James Bond. You think he started out like this and then said, you know what? I'm gonna wear a suit and tie and take it chill from now on. No, you're not a suit and tie, but a suit and bow tie, right? Or whatever. Does he wear a tie? Yeah, I think so. Whatever.
Yeah.
But he's always prepping up. Like they're trying to change it for like a new gen, and I guess
there it is. He just said it. I could see it from the lips.
Ball. Yeah, from the lips.
He just said it. He did just say it.
I don't remember, but it's possible. I would just say that. Look, I see a lot of people, and I'm getting it again. Like I kind of said throughout it, like I understand it. It doesn't mean I'm any less disappointed when I see a new game, and it's like, bro, like this was the game you've been working on. You didn't fucking think about. Like, what are you doing special in this game? Punching, kicking, great. What, you're throwing people now? That's your mechanic? I'm going to grab them. They're not going to fight me off because apparently I'm super strength. I can just hold them and I can move them wherever I want and then throw them. That's the game mechanic. That's supposed to be crazy. The explosions, that's the only, I feel like that's the place where they said, okay, how do we next gen this up?
Pay attention to that. Yeah.
Let's make the explosions look good. They also did like comical shit where like they shoot the car a few times and it explodes. Every single car just explodes upon shooting it. But again, look,
the crazy thing is that it's also so frustrating when they do something really, really well and then everything else is not up there with it. For me, that inconsistency, it's a letdown. I'd rather get a solid 7 or 8 than, look at a 4 at times and, an 8.5 at others. Just consistency is important.
And again, when I want to make it clear, like, I understand that the game looks fine. You understand? Like, it looks amongst its peers of today, right? But there are games that are above their peers. And those are what I was hoping would become at some point throughout this generation, become the standard. But apparently we're going to stay on Brokeback Mountain and just stay basic as fuck on every fucking game that comes out.
Listen,
Okay,
I'm gonna go with Brothers Grimm over here. Brothers Grimm says you're correct, CMoney. It looks crap. I have to say, there's no need to freaking sugarcoat. When you're looking at an IP and you know that the creativity, because it's something that already exists, is limited. You need to come in and really finesse it, right? What you're doing, it has to look amazing. You have certain expectations. When people are out here competing and they have to do something special to get the players' attention because there's things out there like Gamepass, right? Gamers only buy 1 or 2 games a year. Then it's necessary that you show up. It's necessary that you show up. What makes this game special? Like you said, I can go shoot somewhere else where it looks more impressive.
Yeah.
Agree. And like, I guess the harder part too for me is when you look at some of these small teams, like what's that game that they showed at the Xbox showcase? Mudang.
Mudang. Yeah. The Korean game. We all thought it looked crazy.
Come on,
yeah.
Come on, man.
That one looked more.
Okay,
like,
come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to pretend like these games don't exist where you can go ahead and make them stunning and also still be a good game. Look at Crimson Desert. That game not only is stunning beyond belief, but also has every fucking gameplay mechanic that you could ever fucking think of, and somehow they made it work on a controller. I have been hands-on with that shit. And when I tell you that it all works, all the crazy shit you see in those trailers works, and it's actually doable. Come on, man. Like, it's there. It's just that somehow, I guess people like me are like just the old people in the room crying about the good old days when the next gen meant we got better graphics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to.
And you're the youngest on the panel, but hey, figure. No, I think Demo's
Demo's
still younger, maybe.
Demo's
yeah,
younger.
I'm 38, but I want to say something, bro. Let's hold on.
You're
I'm
38.
I'm 38.
No,
Babe,
I'm 39,
You're
babe.
38.
You don't even know your own age, CMoney. You gotta ask.
I try to deny
Crazy.
myself.
Doodle, do you also like feed him and stuff? Like, like giving like.
Jeez, you almost got me there, buddy.
I also, what do you say?
She does feed me for sure.
Okay.
Also
If you wasn't around,
He's good.
I'll be
Okay,
a hungry
guys,
motherfucker.
listen. I wanted to say,
Food
okay,
as well. Yes, I feed you all the time.
the main,
I misunderstood the question. I didn't even talk about food. I give him food too. Yes,
I eat all types of
he
stuff.
eats all the
with my
time.
the main thing that I see in this game that is kind of worrying is like, okay, I know that they're utilizing the engine, right, of Hitman, but even if you're utilizing the engine, you got to make it unique. Now, that's not to say, like Simone said, that this game is going to be bad. Maybe the story is super interesting. Maybe the beginnings of 07 grow in, we grow into us as like, this is something new. This is a like a phase of 07 that we don't know that much about. We usually see him where he is already at his prime, right? So this is kind of interesting as well. Let's give it a chance. Let's be positive. But the truth is that this doesn't look like anything like, oh my God, wow, look, I'm losing my mind because I want to play this game. And it's also like there shouldn't be any FOMO. This is like a movie to me. Okay, I do want to play it, but it's like single player games that don't offer you any other thing. Like any other things that you are like, oh, I need to play this now. They immediately go to the bottom of my backlog. Like I don't need to be in a hurry to play this. I'm just talking to a person that haven't even watched Deadpool 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm so good with FOMO because I there's so many games to play. So if you're going over here to charge me $70 for a movie game that is gonna last 10 to 15 hours, and that's that. I mean, you got to do way better than that if you want me to go ahead and buy buy your game. I don't provide me with like, okay, this is like, we and also the bonuses. You see the pre-order bonus, 24-hour early access for the movie, man. Fuck off. Like all the games give you a whole week. All the games give you like in-game content, like way more. Like, for example, and I'm gonna put a game that is part of the problem, FIFA. You pre-order FIFA, I know FIFA has its issues with microtransactions, but they give you a bunch of shit. They give you packs, they give you points, they give you like an incentive for you to go ahead and pick it up. Like, what is the incentive here? You get to play 24 hours early? Like, what are we doing? This is ridiculous, right? And I don't know, bro. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'm hoping that this game triumph, and I'm hoping that this game do well. I can see the potential. I need to see more. This literally it needs to grow in us. We need to like watch, see more, and see these new phases of 07 and see where the story goes. And hopefully, it's new beginnings. But I don't see any innovation here. This is literally a Quantum Break mixed with Uncharted, mixed with like whatever third other person shooter that looks like this, And it's just like, come on, so generic. And to do a 07 thing and do it so generic, but you could do it so unique and add more to it. It just feels flat. But it does look good. Like as a current generation game, it looks good. It's not mind blowing, but it looks okay. I mean,
it's competent, right? Like it doesn't. It's just it's fine. I mean, obviously you see there's a lot of like shadow problems, right? Like the lighting keeps hopping in. I mean, obviously they still got some time to finesse it. Look,
you're in trouble when you have a 007 game and like he's smooth, right? With the ladies. Where them bad bitches at? I see a bunch of grannies. Pay attention to the freaking the trailer.
That's another
Where the baddies at? Like I want to see some tasteful scenes here and there. Like sprinkle the what he's supposed to be doing. Like there's supposed to be hot for him.
We don't want to see some
ladies at?
Some
you don't
blunts.
even see that.
You know what I'm saying? Some perky ones.
Exactly.
We try, you know what I'm saying? What we're looking for. But it is what it is, man. I'm pretty sure some gamers are gonna go into this and they're gonna like it, and it's probably gonna be a decent game. I'm gonna do my score prediction. I think this game is gonna be from a 75 to a 83. I think this game is gonna land there. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's what I see it for just by just seeing what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I mean, look, again, it's not what I was hoping that I was going to see when we saw the first 007. Like I don't know. It just doesn't. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't look great. But again, will it be fun? Maybe. Like if you're not a Hitman fan, right? If you're not like a huge Hitman fan. And I try because this is the thing that gets me. Hitman 3 is actually a really good looking game. You know what I'm saying? Like the last Hitman they made for their generation, right? Like, it was really nice looking, and it made me want to actually play the game, right? Which I'm not a huge Hitman fan, so I wanted to do it, and then I played it, and I was like, all right, well, it's still Hitman, right? So it's like it's okay, it's good, but not necessarily for me in a big way, right? So when I see this one though, it doesn't do that for me, right? It doesn't make me say, all right, this is a Hitman type game. Am I gonna like it? I don't know. But man, the graphics are so good that it makes me really want to try it. It doesn't, right? It doesn't. And that's just the truth. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. I'm not talking shit about the game being bad. Will it be for me? I don't know. it kind of looks like Hitman, to be honest with you. Like, just when you watching the gameplay, I don't remember 007 James Bond hiding in bushes, creeping around the place. You know what I'm saying? He's more of like a hide in plain sight kind of dude, right? Like,
yeah. And I have to say, because I saw some a comment about console warring because there's an opinion on a video game. I don't understand when we've become such pussies that we can't have an opinion on a game without it being the end of the fucking world, right? So an opinion is a freaking opinion. So console war, because we don't think this game looks what it's supposed to look like to us. Man, shut the fuck up.
But it's not even a fucking PlayStation game. So how are we console warring?
It's the nonsense.
It's a third party
people
game.
Are so fragile and sensitive and filled with emotions. And it's like, calm the fuck down.
I don't know. This seems so weird. I don't know. And again, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad game. At the end of the day, this did not do anything to make me say, holy shit, I gotta play this game. I mean, Hargi, is this a day one for you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm still watching the thing. It's like very long, but so far what they've shown, it's very Hitman. Did you like it? Looks pretty good to me. Maybe I finished all of those. Well, the modern ones, anyways. I finished all of them. So
okay. So then, this will be right up your alley. If you like Hitman,
it's right up my alley. It seems fun to me. You're basically solving, like, how do you stealthily get through things without causing chaos, right? And they probably like
architecture looks nice inside.
Yeah, and like most Hitman games, is like 20 ways to do things. So we'll see, right? I don't know if they if it's similar, we'll see what they rate it as. Maybe it'll be a early pickup, but here's the problem: we have too many games.
Too many. That's the biggest problem, bro. It's too many games, right? Why would I don't know, settle to play something when I could just jump into something else that I much
nothing against them. It's just like any other game. Like we have a massive amount of games coming out next year. This is coming out in the middle of a whole bunch of other games, along with something kind of big called GTA. And it's like, well, where am I going to find time? So as long as I can find the time, sure. But it might end up being a little later, right? We'll just see. I'm done with the whole FOMO thing. I don't pre-order unless I absolutely know I'm going to like it. But that's very rare these days. Even if I know I'm going to like it, it's like, maybe you should just wait. Because like there have been enough of them where you're like, that sucked, even though I expected it to be good. So like I'm just good with that. Like, so unless there's like previews or people I know have been playing it and telling me, yeah, this is a game you want to get, it's like, no, I'm good. I'm almost never gonna pre-order.
I feel that.
Is it day one? It's a tough one. I don't know what else is releasing exactly at that time. This is like March next year, and we already have so much lined up for next year just from Xbox and then from third parties. And it's like, well, okay, as long as this, like you were saying, Crimson, was it Desert? Whatever, that game got delayed to 26, right? Yep. What if it comes out in March? And it's like, that or this?
And that's the thing, Hargi. For example, a game like Crimson Desert is a game that you watch it and you automatically want to play. There's no ifs and buts about it.
Yeah, dude, I like walked by that display at PAX East. And I'm like, yo, I got to take some of this. I actually recorded 10 minutes of the game loop that was just running there. It's so good. Beautiful. I'm like, oh my goodness.
But maybe, you know what? Maybe we're seeing a divergence in, talent from these different areas. It seems like the Asian markets tend to put graphics a little bit of a priority.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, seems like a lot of these like Korean studios and stuff are really pushing things graphically. I don't know the people who make Black Desert and Crimson Desert. I don't know exactly where. I think they're from Korea, right? I think they're Korean.
I think they might be, but I think it's just engine, right? So a lot of things we see from UE5, for instance, just look great. This is the IO engine, right? It's their engine. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, it's
if it is, Yeah, so I don't think they're going to be looking as good as UE5, and that's the thing, right? And we can just see it, right? You can tell, say the id Tech engine, it's a little different than UE, right? You can tell, COD is a little different than UE, right? It is what it is, right? Halo, obviously, that engine very different from UE, but where you see UE, you see it, right? It's got that capability to look really, really good. So it is what it is. Fine. I did again. I went into this understanding this is IO. I don't expect them to elevate beyond this. I just want a good game. So we'll see what the reviews are like when people start playing it. They tell me, hey, the gameplay's good, or it's just like it's a ripoff of Hitman. If it's a ripoff of Hitman, it's really going to kind of detract from me wanting to play it, because I do kind of have an expectation of some James Bondness to it, right? So it has to have some James Bond like elements. I just don't know what they've done, right? So we will find out. If it literally is just whatever Hitman does, it's like, well, then just call it Hitman 4 and don't bother with the license.
To gotta be honest with you, it probably was Hitman 4, Hargeet. I gotta be honest with you. It probably was Hitman 4. Then they got the James Bond license and said, oh, shit.
Like, let's just put the skin on it, right? And
let's
it's like,
do it.
Okay.
Similar gameplay, similar everything else.
So,
I mean, again, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad game. I'm not saying it looks atrocious. It just is not what I wasn't, not what I was expecting for consoles that were 5 to 8 times more powerful than the last generation to still be in the same realm, right? And again, we could talk about it in a way where it's like, oh, well, it just kind of is what it is. But you have games like Hellblade. You have games like Cyberpunk on PC, right? Like PC is still showing you that they can make things look incredible, and we're not there on console.
Let's just also point out that this is on PlayStation 5, so this is not how
this is on the Pro.
Look on but it's not going to be how it looks on our 4090.
No,
but either way, the animations are what they are. They're baked, right? Yes. So you're not going to get.
We're just going to get better lighting or better.
You might get a little bit better lighting. That's really it, right? So, but it could look sharper, right? Obviously, those things can exist. Some of the fog and stuff like that can be better rendered, right? Things like
you saw that part right there where you jumped on the truck, and like that's so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like
not the stunt. Maybe it's okay, but like the black smoke just looks like
it didn't look great. But even but the stunt was nothing. You didn't jump over anything. You just jumped over that thing, and like what I'm saying, like they just it's like, you know what? Instead of letting him drive here, let's just put in this ramp. I don't know. It seemed weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. We spent a lot of time talking about Hitman. And that was
which was supposed to be a mini topic.
Yeah, it was didn't make the cut, but apparently
it did, because we spoke about it for like an
hour. Get this shit off my goddamn fucking screen. Oh my god. That is.
Yeah, we should have like a timer.
Yeah, right.
Didn't make the cut. You got 5 minutes. Move on.
Yeah. That was a bit much. Let me give up homie Adidas 20 the building. A member for 20 months. My dude, thank you, my brother. Says olives. No. I'm so
Here we go. We got you. Here you go.
Nobody's looking for that. No. Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh,
we can do this one.
Maybe next year we'll try olives again.
Never.
See what happens.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Oh,
never gonna happen. Never. No thanks.
There you
go. Get that out. No.
All right, guys. Whoever, the goal is 100. If we get to 100, Simone is gonna eat olives today. Let's go.
Why the fuck would I eat olives for $100?
100 memberships, and Simone, it will eat olives and cheeseburgers.
That's $100.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
Did you not see me eat them? What do you mean?
I did it last time for $500, and I don't even want to do it for that.
Yeah, you had it rough. That was pretty bad.
That was disgusting. Never in my life.
It happened so fast, bro. It happened so fast.
It did happen so fast. I would never get played
that means you could be eating olives within a couple of minutes, bro. If we make it happen, it'll be like quick. Boom, boom.
Nope.
Let's see quickly.
Look, see, I don't ever.
It's there still.
I never forget.
Yes.
See that? I kept
it here.
You kept them as a souvenir.
It's probably
That's
gonna
weird.
grow
Throw 'em away.
animals or some shit in there at some point. But I'm gonna always have it there so I can look back and be like, what the fuck did you do?
That was
Never
crazy,
be a
bro.
whore again.
A reminder.
Okay, never
You have
be
to
a
set it
whore
so
again.
high that it would never be met.
No, you know why? I just don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust it. You never know. Okay, you never know. So I can't. It's too disgusting. I just can't. I can't fuck with it. All right. Let me see if there's anything else worthy of didn't make the cut before we hop into a topic. I mean, talk about Mind's Eye. I got an update. I actually did enjoy it. Again, keeping the expectations checked. I thought it was good. So I'm looking.
You might enjoy this one too. It's made literally by like Polish with the same people, and it got the same. This one looked better
they just
than Mind's
published
Eye.
it.
To be
It
honest,
was-
bro, I'm gonna keep it
the
true.
IOI just published it. This is made by that Rocket Boy people. So it's definitely a different game, but
Wow, but this one looks better than Mind's Eye, bro. Straight up, I'm gonna keep it true with you.
I mean, look. I mean, again, I guess the expectations, were a little different for me for this Mind's Eye. Want to be like GTA type game in my mind, even though it's definitely not. Compared to a James Bond AAA game from a big studio. So, but I got an update. So if you're interested, definitely do that. Somebody told me that this was fake. I don't know. A lot of these Twitter accounts that are like big into movies and stuff actually ran with it. So I don't know if it's fake or not. But supposedly Steven Spielberg really wanted to direct a Call of Duty movie. That his team pitched his vision for the film to Activision, and Activision got spooked by Spielberg wanting full control over the film, so they sold the rights to Paramount instead.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a back and forth.
Supposedly.
Okay.
I don't know.
But now, if you don't know why that would have been amazing, Steven Spielberg obviously famously made Saving Private Ryan, which, if we're talking about war movies,
I mean,
that was so long ago, though.
Yeah, and this is so hard to believe because who wouldn't give any movie to Steven Spielberg to do? Like, bro, like anybody would want, Steven Spielberg to make. Like, it's literally the GOAT. So I don't know. It sounds to me sometimes people create these rumors to, to make it seem like this and that. But I need to see the sources because it's hard to believe anything anymore. I mean, look at those PlayStation whatever specs.
I think Force One has it. Okay, this might be the only version of this that I would be able to get behind. If you see Force One in the chat, he says 100 memberships for one olive.
Oh,
see that
way
makes more doable.
Makes more sense.
Okay, that way more doable. Force One, that's not a bad one. All right, that's not a bad one. I can get behind that.
But let's set a minimum threshold of like 1,000 memberships or something ridiculous, and then
1,000 memberships, 10 olives.
That's 10 olives.
Okay? 10 olives,
and then 1 olive for every 100 above that.
There you go.
Oh, what kind of olives?
It'll be like a long-term goal.
The green ones last time.
It could be like a long-term goal.
Black olives.
No.
Black olives are gold.
Black olives
this
are.
show.
That's not. No.
That's worse.
No.
Okay,
green
so every
olives are
2
better
memberships, 1 black olives.
Oh my gosh!
What'd you say?
Oh my gosh! Look at the chat.
What do you say? Where? what are you saying?
Nice.
What? He asked for 100. I mean,
some of us eat it for free.
Yeah, I know what the fuck you talking about. I would pay, but her more to let me more. You know what I'm saying?
Holy crap!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Talos is cracked. 1,000 memberships, $1,000. No, thanks. No,
That's
no.
cool.
No.
1,000
no, all right.
memberships for 10 olives.
Listen, Brothers Grimm also has it. He says, if you're an Xbox fan, if you're even a PlayStation fan, hit that subscribe
Woo,
and
let's
like
go.
button. As a Scottish man, I guarantee 1 year good luck for you and the family.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
shit,
That's so dope.
That's amazing. That sounds about
Shout out to Scott.
Yeah,
man.
hold on,
Just,
but
you know.
you gotta see the next one that he also put in there. If you don't want 10 years bad luck, click subscribe and like. So
There you go.
it's good and bad.
See, seems like you just got to do it, bro.
Damn.
You don't want that, and then you're gonna wake up tomorrow, and something bad's gonna happen. You'll be like, God damn it, I should just hit the like button.
Wake up tomorrow and your Xbox is a PlayStation 5, bro. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Shit, that's crazy, Chris. That's crazy, Chris.
That's fucked up, Demo.
Facts. All right. Where was I? Okay, so that's Steven Super. I mean, it would have been cool if that was the case. Supposedly it's fake. I don't know. I'm not sure. Did you guys see the top 10 most downloaded lists on PlayStation? Gears of War was number 4 in the US. And supposedly it didn't sell that much, but it did more than Metal Gear Solid in the US on PlayStation.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So I mean, shout out to Gears of War. That still got chosen a lot over there. So good on that. And then I don't know if you guys saw the Starfield tease.
Yes.
Terran Armada.
Tierra Amada. Come on, Simone. You Latin. Say it right.
It doesn't say Tierra. It says Terran. Terran.
Oh, Terra.
It's not Tierra. That's Terran.
Right. I was thinking I was thinking with my Cuban brain. My Cuban side of the brain.
Yeah. No, they did like a happy anniversary tweet.
Yeah.
Because obviously Starfield came out 2 years ago. And then it's like hidden inside. So I think we might be seeing this at the Tokyo Game Show.
Ooh. That's possible.
That's possible. So
Video Game Awards.
I cannot wait. Or the Video Game Awards later this year.
Or new developer direct.
That's also
so
possible.
That Keeley can have another and one more thing moment.
Can you imagine?
He loves those.
Starfield on PlayStation. Now it won't suck.
Now it won't suck. Now it's going to be the greatest thing ever.
It's good now. They updated the game. You should try Starfield now.
All right.
That's another game that is going to do good on PlayStation when it releases.
Starfield?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the one for sure that these dudes have been pretending that they hate. Just sitting down, hoping that it comes or gets announced soon. Remember, they've been saying it was going to get announced like back when it was just 4 games. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, they got their heart set on this, and obviously we know eventually it will come. But like I said, it's going to come once they have the expansion to release. I think it's going to do great, and it deserves to get out of the bullshit shadow of being an Xbox only game because the media wants to paint it as this fucking problem. So, it'd be what it be. All right, let's go ahead and let's just get into the main topics of the night. That's right. Didn't make the cut. So we're done with that. Let me line up my chapter here correctly. Where are you? Where are you? All right, let's see. Is it this? Nope. Is it this? Nope. Oh man. Don't be a punk ass bitch.
Yeah, gee, baby. You can walk on gas giants in the PS5 version.
Oh my god. Well, supposedly there's like a whole update. Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Because I can't believe that
would be
dude
crazy.
really said you can't even walk on there. It's like, come on, man. Why are you messed up? Why are you a problem right now? Hold on. I gotta go find this thing. I don't know why it disappeared on me. Bro. So, oh. Nope. Wait, is that it? Here you go. Here it is. Here it is.
CMoney, always ready.
Always ready. Always on time.
Always.
Okay. Let me go ahead now and take my timestamp. Here we go.
Brothers Grimm here. Apparently, Wolverine is going to be day one for PC. Wolverine is already out on PC.
Oh shit! It was day one on PC. It was already day one on PC.
Just not officially.
Huggy's not fucking around. Huggy's not fucking around.
Wow.
Holy shit! All right. Let's hop into this topic. Chapter 1. It happened. Helldivers 2 sales. Xbox crushes PlayStation 5. That is the sad fact over in Ponyland. This is what's going on. Let's go ahead and get this story here. This is from Windows Central, who put this all together for us. It says Helldivers 2 performance on Xbox challenges fanboy assumptions. What's behind the sell surge? Helldivers 2 sold 926,000 copies on Xbox in its first week, outpacing PlayStation's launch and possibly challenging long-held views on Xbox gamers' buying habits. Oh, that's a great picture right there.
Baby, we're not seeing it.
What the fuck? Sorry. My bad. Here you go. Okay. So there's the face. Okay. To let everybody know. Recently, a new report began circulating that could potentially bust the fanboy narrative that Xbox players don't buy games. Helldivers 2 is the first game from PlayStation Publishing LLC, formally launched directly on Xbox Series X and S. On the same day, Microsoft reciprocated with Gears of War Reloaded, following a slew of high-profile publishing success stories on PlayStation throughout 2025. I think the vast majority of people expected Helldivers 2 to do well on Xbox. The co-op shooter has been wildly popular on Steam. I'm not going to say PlayStation. Don't lie for them, Jez. And its launch on Xbox saw its concurrent player base hit 500,000 via in-game stat tracking, which was also higher than it previously had ever done. Just to be clear. Okay. Given the game's Halo tie-in DLC and Halo ODST style fantasy, it stands to reason that Helldivers 2 would be popular with Xbox faithful, but perhaps how popular remains up in the air to some degree. This week, a report from Alenia detailed how August 2025 went for the gaming industry and contains some interesting morsels about how certain games are performing on Xbox versus the competition. Considering PlayStation's console install base is supposedly 3-1 over Xbox, it has made for some interesting reading. Says, is Helldivers 2 selling faster on Xbox Series X and S than it did on PlayStation? Well, the full report reads as follows. PlayStation published Helldivers 2 on Xbox on the same day as the Gears Reloaded launch. As of yesterday, 6 days after launch, Helldivers 2 landed 926,000 copies on Xbox. The pent-up demand for this incredible game speaks for itself. In fact, the PlayStation version had sold 633,000 copies 6 days after launching last year. Did we hear the number?
We did.
I feel like you didn't. As of yesterday, 6 days after launch, Helldivers 2 landed 926,000 copies sold on Xbox. The PlayStation version had sold 633,000 copies 6 days after launching last year. Same time period. 633,000 on PlayStation, 926, almost 300,000 more people. Isn't it funny that you're talking almost how many more PlayStations are out there? Almost 3 times as much.
Yeah.
Almost 3 times as much.
90 million according to the PlayStation or the ponies or whatever.
It's 3 times as much, but it sold 2/3 the amount that is sold on Xbox on PlayStation.
On the same time frame.
2/3 the amount in the same time frame, right? In the same time frame, versus having almost 3 times as many consoles. So let me ask you a question, just so I know, so I'm not feeling stupid. What's the point of having 3 times the amount of people to buy games if only 2/3 of the people who bought it on Xbox show up to buy the game?
What is the point? Where are these boxes?
Well,
unless we're
the point
talking
is that
pony numbers, and 633,000 is more than 926,000. Then we have a problem. But we don't buy games, so CMoney, I don't think these numbers are real.
Can't be real.
I object.
Can't be real.
Was it Alex? Who was it that said? I don't know. I saw this somewhere, but no, it might have been Dirt. But it looks like even Reforge had to tell his chat, no, this is doing well, because they were saying it flopped on Xbox, and he's like, I can't even imagine how that could be. And he's like looking at the numbers. He's like, no, there's no way. Like, obviously, this has to have helped. They've had to have bought a bunch of this, because the 500,000 is like ridiculous. So even he was defending. No, Xbox players bought this game. There's just no way around it. Like,
I mean, the statement alone that Xbox fans do not buy games is just ridiculous, right? If that was the situation, then what are they doing? Why are they making a box? Why are they making games? That's just some nonsense that the developers say that people out there decide that they want to entertain. It's bullshit. But the fact that I like what it represents. What this represents is that if they were a little skeptical about continuing to move forward to put games on the Xbox platform, that is dead to Hiroki. This should mean that they're coming in full force and confident about the fact that their games are going to sell well and be well received by the Xbox community. So any hesitation that they had there, this should, solidify that that shouldn't be. So we'll see a lot more games. I'm curious to see what's next. This is not going to stop. If I were the developers, I actually think even if they went out there and said, you know what, let's make this right. Let's go ahead and buy this game now. That still wouldn't change anything. I think that's good money coming in. Those are good numbers for Helldivers 2. So they're probably thinking, what can our bigger games do on that platform? Spider-Man, right? A God of War, Last of Us, that's their special gem, right? What will that do on the Xbox platform? And listen, it'll probably do very well. And that's money that Hiroki should not leave on the table. So bring on the games and let's see some real tears, right? Because nothing feels more satisfying than when these ponies really, really get a stiff one right up in there.
Oh, Jesus. Is this gonna be like our new pastime? Like, is this gonna be the new thing that excites us? Is like, is the game gonna sell better on Xbox than it did on PlayStation? Like, every time they bring one
that
over,
should not be the expectation, right? But like,
you shouldn't.
Whatever.
But if the shoe fits, they seem to be going in that direction.
I will tell you this much: they would be happy if it's sold just the same. right? I think it's the narrative of saying that we don't buy games, something so ridiculous, and coming out here and we're slapping up their numbers. That's what's, the excitement. That's what it's in your face, right? Here you go. Take that, Diddy style.
So, do we think it's going to do better than this little gem here?
Oh, the little bot that could.
Oh, the little bot that could.
But
think
didn't.
in like a month or two, it's beyond little bot here.
Yeah, it is definitely doing better, bro.
I think that's going to be an easy hill to climb for sure. The little shit is not doing much of anything.
Thinking, right? Because the developers did say we could strip out all of the. Look at Jimmy Jim. Oh, I love that. They said we could strip down the game and take out all the PlayStation stuff. Considering the newfound relationship that they have now, Xbox and PlayStation, would they mind? Right? Would they mind if Astrobot came to the Xbox platform with all the PlayStation, pizzazz?
Yeah. Boy.
Maybe not. Why does it matter? If the rest of the games are coming anyways, it's like, here, play Astrobot and get to know the characters.
I just feel like it would that would be a game that nobody would want to play on Xbox.
But
come on, CMoney.
Smile from ear to ear. Did you not get the memo?
The pony smile from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? It makes them
They
smile.
couldn't have smile from ear to ear because they didn't buy it.
Facts.
You have to put it in perspective, right? If it's, let's say it's 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, whatever it is, they only bought 1.5 million of it. If they sell even 500,000, that's
they
gravy.
did good. Yeah.
That's gravy. So it doesn't, like, the numbers are different, right? Their expectation isn't going to be to sell like 10 million copies. If they even sell 100 to 200,000 copies, it's just money in their bank. Why not?
I think PlayStation would be happy
money.
to put that
Why
game
not?
anywhere if they dog shit for them. But I think
Exactly.
at the end of the day, I don't know if that would be like I don't know. That would be
because that isn't one of their
weird.
like 200-300 million, right? That was like a 40 million or something like that for expenditures to make that game, right? So for them, like any little bit, why not? And I totally think they should put it on other platforms. Put it on Switch. Why not? If they'll let them put it on whatever.
What
I
if
think they'll.
Sir Ripsalot has a great point here. It says Astrobot can have Xbox skins, Halo, Banjo, Gears instead.
Yes.
What if they remake it for Xbox and just take out all the PlayStation shit and put Xbox shit in there? That would be hilarious.
Listen, they did add Halo to Helldivers too, right? I'm sure that they would be open to that.
And remember, Xbox has like franchises that exist on PlayStation. They could just take the ones that exist on PlayStation. Now, at some point, we would see Halo, like ODSTs in there now, right? But I'm sure even Halo will eventually go there, right? But pretty much everything Xbox has is now on PlayStation. So it could be that they say, hey, why not? Let's have a whole
fighting
thing.
back. People are fighting back, Hargeet. They say we can't blow into our controller to play Astro.
Yeah, but that part of the game blows anyway. Oh,
oh, damn. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, look. I mean,
yes,
again,
Xbox games don't blow.
Oh shit. That's also true. That's also true. I think that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest, like, most damning part for this, is that all these other games.
Oh my gosh,
they're just sitting there looking stupid now. And Helldivers crossed over, and it actually did a big deal, right? So it's definitely going to set precedence for them. It's definitely going to be something that they're going to be looking at, like, okay, let's put this over there. Like, for sure, we already knew they were hiring for this. Like, this. All this was like their test to see that if they put something that might have been interesting over to Xbox players, would people buy it? Clearly, they've done it, right? So now that narrative is dead. You can't go around. If you're a PlayStation person and you're saying, hey, Xbox players don't buy games. If Xbox players don't buy games and they bought more of Helldivers 2 than you did, what does that say about you, right? So that whole narrative is dead. But let's continue on with this the story. He says the idea that the Xbox version of Helldivers 2 sold approaching twice as many copies in its first week compared to PlayStation seems incredibly impressive on paper, given Xbox's supposedly vastly smaller install base. Microsoft doesn't release hard console install base figures, but various estimates pin the Xbox Series X and S install base at anywhere from 30 to 40 million. PlayStation 5, by comparison, has upwards of 80 million or more PlayStation 5s in the wild. But obviously, we know that most of them are not, turned on, apparently. The report certainly shatters the off-reference fanboy narrative that Xbox users don't buy games owing to Xbox Gamepass and the like. This is often used as a talking point reference to titles that have historically skipped Xbox, such as Final Fantasy games or Monster Hunter Stories titles. Let me see. Okay, hold on. There was wait, I saw. Is this the place where they talk about Madden too? Yeah. Okay. So let me read this next part. So he says, I spoke to Reese Elliott of Alinea Analytics to get some additional context on Helldivers 2's success on Xbox. Elliott attributes Helldivers 2's success to Xbox's audience and its alien shooting taste. That's appropriate. Says, what we're seeing with Helldivers 2's success on Xbox is the result of pent-up demand colliding with the right kind of content. The game skipped Xbox at launch, so when it finally arrives 18 months later, Helldivers 2 was a long-awaited event for that audience. On top of that, Helldivers vibe fits nicely with the sensibilities of core Xbox gamers, and the ODS team-themed Halo content hit at exactly the right time, creating a crossover moment that resonates deeply with Xbox players. PlayStation still has a larger install base, but on Xbox, the release feels fresh and urgent, which is why you're seeing those faster sales curves. At Gamescom, and since I had some off-the-record conversations with Xbox figures about expectations around Helldivers 2, and they echoed the sentiments Reese Elliott offered above. Xbox fans genuinely do love shooters, but also sports games, seemingly, as the same report suggested, that Madden on Xbox also outsold PlayStation slightly.
Ouch.
Despite the install base disparity. Damn. That's
wow. Wow.
And another one.
And another
Just wow. Just wow.
And another one, yo. And another one. That's real wild. Yes, dude, how you gonna have 2 to 3 times more consoles and get outsold on almost any game? You know what I'm saying? Like pound for pound, that's crazy. But that just shows you that the percentage of people on Xbox that are willing to buy a game versus the percentage of PlayStation players who are willing to buy a game, I mean, it's a whole different ballpark, man. It's a whole different league. And then he says, conversely, though, Mafia, the old country, seemed to sell quite poorly on Xbox compared to PlayStation in the same report. PlayStation curation of action adventure fans through titles like Uncharted, God of War, and so on could be a hint as to why. Also, there was a huge downgrade, man, from when they showed it to us to when it released. Again, another game that I was super pumped for when I saw the first announcement, and then when I finally saw it come out, I'm like, all right, I'll get to it another time, right? All right, and is this gonna be? Is he gonna talk more shit? He's talking a lot of shit at this point. Okay, this is a lot. All right, great article, Jez. If you want to read the rest of it, definitely go check it out. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, I think we just have to acknowledge here that no matter what comes from this, okay, we know 2 things. One, Xbox gamers do in fact buy games. And 2, hashtag Xbox was right. They said that this is the way forward. Stop constraining yourself to your box. Push the boundaries. Put your games, meet the players where they play, right? Put your games where your player base is, right? Wherever they are, you got to meet them. And Hiroki, who's gracing Hargeet's picture right there, that's right. All right, he smiling, happy. That picture was taken moments after the numbers for Helldivers 2 was released from Xbox. Okay, once he saw the numbers, he was like, "Yes, this is what I was praying for." Yes, this is what they want, man. This is what they want. They want games to go out there and be played, right? A game that's sitting there and no one's playing it is just a waste of space, right?
Mhm.
If no one's looking at it, no one's touching it, no one's enjoying it, why is it even here?
Yeah.
Right? Helldivers 2 is supposed to be a multiplayer game, it's supposed to be people playing it, it's supposed to be people enjoying it. And on PC, yes, that was still happening. On PlayStation, though, not so much, right? And you could tell based off the fact that as soon as Xbox players joined the fray, all of a sudden it's like those 900,000 people decided let's all play this weekend at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They went up to like 500 or something thousand concurrents. You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
that's wild.
It was a huge push to put Halo in there, and I think that it exposes a couple of things. Maybe they weren't as confident that their game will do well on our platform, or maybe they wanted to make sure, Phil wanted to make sure that the game did, show up, right? And they were happy with the numbers so that moving forward, it's kind of like here, this is the way. But, the reality is that it did get a big push. I understand that we love our shitty bang bang and we're a violent bunch. So yes, we do like these type of games, but would it have done so well if it didn't have Halo in there? That's the question. Because
Great question.
is the game that good? I'm not sure. I think that was a huge a big deal for them to go ahead and say, yes, we're going to put the chief in there. Go ahead. This will make our players want to show up. Right? So
I mean, to your point, baby, when I played this game, the first time I played it, actually wasn't like, I mean, I think you guys heard me on this show when I was talking about it, saying like, yeah, I played it, but it's like, it's not crazy for me. Like, it's definitely not something that I'm like going crazy wanting to play. But I'm playing it because of the Halo, War Bond that I bought.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that I had to play through it to get the stuff. I thought I could just buy it and have it. But honestly, if that Halo thing wasn't there, I was gonna buy it anyway because I already had it pre-ordered before I knew about the Halo thing, because I saw the community and everything that was building up around it. And I was like, oh man, like that was so dope how they embraced the Xbox players. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what? Let me support that. I'm gonna get the game. But like, if it wasn't for the fact that I bought that War Bond and I have to play to unlock it, which means I spent the money, I gotta play enough to unlock all of it, or if not, it was just stupid of me to do it. Without that, I would have played for a little while and be like, all right, I get it, and that's it, right? Like, I'm good. I don't need to play it more. But because of the Halo, War Bond that's in there, yeah, I stuck around and I played it more and more and more, and like now I like it. I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty good.
Well, so that pushed you over the hump of like,
sticking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Potentially you wouldn't have gotten there.
Exactly. And again, that there's a lot of games that fall into that kind of scope.
Agreed.
Right? Where it's like, hey, if you stick with it for 10 hours, the game gets good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just don't have the time or energy for that, so I won't partake in those types of games. But again, the Halo, War Bond that's in here made me say, okay, F it, I'm gonna play because I want to unlock all the shit that I bought. And lo and behold, I am now enjoying the game. So it was genius of Xbox to do it. I 100%. They were like, yo, we know how to sell this shit. Put Halo in there and you got to fucking smash. And that's 100% what happened. Also, sneakily, Xbox's way to put Halo on PlayStation, right? Like, that's just the reality what it is. you can play with the ODST.
Give these scallopers a little taste.
Give them a little taste. Give them
just
a little
tip.
taste. Just a tip. But yeah, now Hargeet, you told me you played a little bit of Helldivers. How did you take to it?
Yeah, I thought it was fun enough gameplay. I definitely think it's better co-op. I don't know if it'll be great single player. I'm sure you can like have other people in there, but like we squatted up, so it was a game, an Xbox party chat. We had 4 players. We're all playing together, right? So we can coordinate everything together, right? So it was a lot of fun that way, right? I always like co-op games like that, PvE, right? Have fun with your friends, right? Things like that. So we had fun. We went through a couple of matches together. I got up to like level 4 or 5 or something like that.
That's a lot of matches.
Yeah. So we had fun. I'll probably play more. I want to try to unlock more of the ODST stuff. So
you bought it too?
Yeah. I have like a couple of things unlocked, but yeah.
Oh, dude, it takes so long, bro.
Yeah,
it takes so long.
But hey, whatever. It's still a fun enough game loop, right? There's nothing like ridiculous about it. It's fun shooting little stupid things, right? Like the big bugs that show up, and everybody kind of works together to get through the objectives, and it's good. It's like whatever, and you have all these little power up things, and you can unlock more power ups, and right, so you have a whole bunch of goals that you can go through, right, and get stuff. So it's got plenty of things here and there. It's cool. So I think it's a pretty good game. Like the numbers speak for themselves. Like, and I don't know if these are accurate, but they got to be close. And like learning that Madden sells more on the failed Xbox than the incredible PlayStation. Yeah, whatever. That's hilarious to me. I'd love to see what the disparity is between Mafia on PlayStation versus Xbox, because if it's not like 2 to 1, then it's like, well, it's still doing better than it should, right?
Yeah.
So that whole narrative is now just kind of dead to me. Like, come on. At this low rate of consoles, it's still selling more Madden copies on this than it is on that. Like, come on. Right. And that's the game. Those are the games that these players play, right? The PlayStation players who buy these things, they're playing the casual games, right? That's what we all hear that from all the industry, that they're playing Madden, FIFA, they're playing, Call of Duty, Apex, Fortnite. Those are the games they're playing, right? And if they can't even beat Xbox on freaking Madden, what? Like, come on. Come on. So, yeah, I think that narrative is just dying. Like, there's just no way around it now. Like, you got that from that. Like, this is not official, but the other one was official, right? Jez got that from an official like Xbox person. Like, we're getting more sales of that, and we've heard from EA. They're like, Xbox is our better customer. So, right. Mm-hmm. So if they're saying it, I'm going to assume they're not lying about it, because why would they?
Yep.
Like, EA is on everything. They don't care, right? But they're saying, "No, Xbox is our better customer." Like, okay, so hey, it is what it is, right? So, and look, maybe there is a disparity of player types between the two platforms, but yeah, I think that we're becoming so much of a everything platform that it's very hard to argue. We have freaking Elder Scrolls to Outer Worlds to South of Midnight to Grounded to Sea of Thieves to freaking Call of Duty, right? So we have all sorts of stuff all over the place. Age of Empires, and like you name it. Microsoft Flight Simulator, Forza, like we just run everything, right? Everything that's out there, every genre. I don't know if they're missing anything at this point. They've got their the Sad Dad Walking Simulator type games now. They've got like plenty of RPGs. I guess the only thing they don't have is Japanese studios, right? That's like the only thing I could really say they don't have. But they get plenty of stuff over from Japan, right? You get a bunch of things coming into Game Pass. So, like, I don't like what are they missing at this point, right? They've got pretty much everything covered. So hopefully that increases their player interests over time. But the sales numbers, you have to also look at the fact that like a lot of people just play out of Game Pass too, right? So if the game's in Game Pass, they don't necessarily buy it. Some do. Silksong went crazy, crazy number of sales, right? It killed the Xbox store. Like what?
Right.
That's nuts.
Big
That's
facts.
how much that's sold. But anyway, like these are things that like, so all these narratives are just like, they're dying. They're just dying. Game Pass kills games. Come on. Game Pass just saved freaking what is that Age
Dragon
of Empire?
Age?
No, Dragon Age
Yeah.
from EA, which by the way has that game in EA Play, and apparently that didn't help that game, but you know what did? Game Pass. So gee, right,
Fact.
whatever. I'm loving the fact that this is the outcome, because you know what this really means is what this picture is saying. First off, I'd be very surprised that all of their live service games from now on don't have that Xbox logo. I think they should day and date it. There's just no point. Like, they're seeing the engagement. It's obvious that this box is where they want to be when you're talking live service games. Like, come on. Madden is outdoing it. Come on. They must have seen these numbers and said, why not try it and see what you get? Right. And if Helldivers is doing this well, they've got to see enough players on Destiny as well. Right. So like, I can't imagine going forward. They're like, oh, we should release fair games, but not put it on everything. Give it its best chance possible. That new
At this
bend,
point, we're
whatever.
wondering if
We're going to
they're
talk about
even
that
gonna
one, right?
say, let's release fair games, because that's
I don't even know if that's
whole
happening,
nother
right? But
bucket.
if they're releasing it, you know, it better go to everything. The new Bend game, right? The Team LFG gummy bears. Whatever's happening with that. But either way, like this has to have prompted them to say, why would we delay it? It just doesn't make sense, right? Like PC, and that's where they made their money on this game too, was on PC. And it's like, well, okay. And then the huge jump that happened when it went to Xbox day one. It's like, come on, you have to accept that this was a massive W and a success, right? This is just great for everybody.
Think about it. Even with all those people who bought it on PC, right?
Exactly. This is a year and a half later.
The concurrence was still not higher than when Xbox joined the fray.
But think of it this way. How many people who have Xbox also have PC, also have PlayStation? How many who wanted to play this already bought it? I know people who bought it on PlayStation, who bought it on PC already. And it's like, well, you missed out on that. Like that could have just been over here too, right? But either way, I like the enthusiasm that has gone up with this is like crazy. All the while, you had a major Xbox property release a remake with that with Gears Reloaded on the same day. And that didn't hit anywhere near what this thing did, right? So it worked. This worked. This worked really well for PlayStation. It worked really well for gamers, for Arrowhead. And you can see why Arrowhead was like, nah, our next game is going to be everywhere. We're good. We're not doing the exclusivity crap anymore. We're just putting it everywhere. So like, this is all great news. I just think this means ultimately whole slate's coming. I just can't see how, you don't see that. Like, what are the chances they're not going to try, what is it, that Returnal, which has co-op, right? And say, we're going to have co-op and let's add some more, fun little DLCs to it, update it. And so that people are enticed to play it on Xbox. Why not? Right. And if that can, bring in another 200,000 sales, because remember that game sold like barely over 1 million. Like, what if they get a couple 100,000 more sales? That's fantastic for them, because it's just money that they make that they don't have. Like that thing's sitting there doing nothing for them. Right. Why not? So we heard that rumor. They want to have it come over. I think that's very likely. When would that happen? I don't know, because it seems like they're in initial talks. Other games, I mean, Spider-Man is just so obvious. It's just sitting there.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, why would you not?
It's just a matter of time. 100%.
It just makes so much sense. It's gonna sell itself. Like, why wouldn't you do it? Like other franchises, maybe God of War, Last of Us, those can do well. Ghost of Tsushima, I think, would do well, but that's up to them to figure out. I don't care if they bring the like specific titles. I think they're gonna bring like everything they can. Why the heck not? And I think they should start experimenting with Switch 2 at some point and see what they can bring over there. Get some players over there. Again, this is not about like your primary sales venue to make your profits. This is just to make extra money. So why the heck not? Like, it's not doing anything to sell PS5s, obviously. So bring it. Like, just put it everywhere. I think they've learned that lesson at this point. So I think that's what's going to happen. But yeah, this is great news. I think this is great news. It's funny as hell that we're getting more sales on this side than PlayStation. That is nuts.
Yeah, it's
That
hilarious.
is really,
You'll never live it down,
really,
bro.
really nuts.
Like this was the bullet to the head of that narrative. Like
yeah, well, that narrative is dead now. Like they can't come back to us now.
Buying games, like
you know, when AGN was on here telling us that Xbox players don't buy games and all that, I'm like, they always base this on the stupid physical retail sales in the UK, and I'm like, dude, the UK doesn't have like our market share for Xbox is so pathetic. Why are you trying to compare that to reality of how much they actually sell? So, like, no, this proves it, right? It totally disproves all that. If you give us a game we want to buy, we'll buy it. That's it. It's just that simple, right? Madden gets bought.
Has to be something we want, though. Has to be something we want. No hobo shit.
Even though Madden will be in Game Pass, right? It's delayed. Even though it will be in Game Pass,
it's still buy it. Even though they know it's coming.
Bought more than PlayStation. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's the way it is.
Let me get the homie Bounty in the building. My dude. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for being a member for 20 months, bro. God damn. Says the ponies will start to think of a new narrative because nothing is working for them.
Of course.
Just wait and see. There's going to be something else. I mean, you're 100% correct. The shit that they're sticking with right now is the console sell situation. And calling Xbox failure as far as generations and stuff like that, which is again, if this is failing, what the fuck is happening over there?
Yep.
More people buying games than on PlayStation. How is that a fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, stop it. Then he's back with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Says, have a great weekend, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Too.
Also, shout out to General Spartan for being a member for 7 months. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Demo. What do you think, man?
All I'm saying right now is that Sony PlayStation had to be regretting not dropping Concord on the Xbox as well. Day one. Look, I'm not saying that Concord would have conquered, right? But I'm saying that it would have seen better numbers, and perhaps they could have even try to keep it going on for a couple more seasons and see how things go, right? But the truth is, man, the Xbox gamers are gonna show up when there's quality, man. And not only the Xbox gamers, every gamer is going to show up when there's quality. And that's a reality, dude. And I mean, with games like Helldivers, you see it's a good game at its core, it's fun, it has crossplay. It's all the things that the Xbox does, like shooting stuff, hordes, bunch of enemies, bunch of abilities and weapons and things to unlock and explore. They, to be fair and to give credit to Arrowhead too, they did it properly, with the fact that you can earn a lot of the content in the game by just playing it. I know some people don't like it; they just want to, pay to just get it right away. But I mean, the fact is, like, isn't that this what gamers are asking for? They're asking for, a way so that they can play the game and unlock without having to go through the pain of paying for some microtransactions. And I mean, it is what it is. And this is great news. I feel like the tide is changing. When it comes to like what's popular and what's hot or not, and part of this you gotta attribute to the economical situation that everybody's going through and how much value Game Pass gives you as a gamer, and being a gamer in this hobby not being the most expensive hobby ever, but being so it gets expensive over time. Like, you buy one game a month, you're probably gonna be all right. But if you buy 2, 3, 4 games, and then you are one of those who like to buy games when they come out right away, and you don't want to wait, and it's just a lot of games being released, like Harky was saying earlier, and it's just at what point you can sustain your PlayStation, because the PlayStation is like, can you afford having a PlayStation with this many games dropping, every day? And also, like, Game Pass being like, look, the biggest games this year, they've been dropped on Game Pass, and they are going to be dropped on Game Pass. Like, there's not even questions about it. We got Expedition 33, we got Doom, you know, I mean, say what you want about Avowed, but it made noise. We got what you know, Grounded 2 that looks incredible, plays incredible, still early access, but still a banger and very popular. Was the top you know, game that was bought in July, the top you know, game in July, which is crazy. And you know, you get Call of Duty each year on Game Pass. Then you get, you know, Outer Worlds, Ninja Gaiden. So you got behemoths of games and franchises with history.
And next year is going to be even crazier.
Dropping in Game Pass, and people, you know, they've been paying attention. They come over here, CMoney, to the shot and be like, yeah, you fucking butts. You talking shit about PlayStation, my precious PlayStation. But when they go back to sleep and they think about it, they be like, bro, I'm a fool. Like, these motherfuckers out here clowning me because I'm, you know, I hate Call of Duty. And the thing is, I don't really hate it. I just never play it because I'm not willing to spend the $70. But if somebody hands me out, you know, a copy of Call of Duty, you know, I'm willing to try it. And these motherfuckers got the chance to try it, even if they don't like it for 5 minutes, and then move on to the next thing. And they got so many. Look, this month in Game Pass is being crazy, dude. We get so many. We got that I Am Your Beast game that is also making noise on Steam.
Which one?
And everywhere. I Am Your Beast. That is I Am Your Beast. That is a FPS. You know, there is like you have to, like, you know, complete levels at a certain. It's like a race FPS.
Really?
And it's sort of like John Wick and stuff. Yeah, I posted it on Twitter. I've been playing that, bro. That game is dope, and everybody's been liking that game. Everybody been, you know, going crazy about that game too. And those are like the games that are dropping. They may not be these big games that make this news, but they're still important and they're still relevant to our community, which is the gaming community. So what I'm trying to say here is, dude, people are waking up. And look, a lot of people on PlayStation and a lot of people that own PlayStation also own Xbox. You know, we tired of seeing ponies saying, "Oh, my Xbox is, you know, I got to stuff my Xbox because, you know, Xbox hasn't, you know, dropped any exclusive, right? I can play it on my PlayStation." But the same thing that we've been saying here is happening. They realizing like they're the ones losing because they're playing the same games that we play, right? Even with the PC turned on. And sometimes Xbox kicking Sony PlayStation ass when it comes to performance, and that's unacceptable. Just like it is unacceptable that Madden, again, that is mostly played on PlayStation, on a 90 million user base, sells more on Xbox. So this is ridiculous, and it goes to show that it doesn't matter. There's gonna be some games that belong to Xbox that are gonna sell better on PlayStation. You know what I mean? And we have to be ready to accept that it doesn't matter where these games go. People are going to buy them if they're good, you know? So, I mean, for the future, I think that some games are going to do better on PlayStation than they do on Xbox. And that's just given that, you know, like what you said earlier, you know, there's a player base for certain games in certain platforms that just do better than the other ones. And that's just how it is. The whole thing is pointless, bro. This is so pointless because who gives a shit? The game is good. People are playing it. It is what it is. We're happy. Everybody's happy. The developers are happy. Sony's happy. Xbox is happy. They're so happy about selling games that they're doing business with each other. What gamers go at each other's throats for no freaking reason. And it's just like, you know, at what point do we stop? But this is amazing. I'm happy that Helldivers is doing great. Almost 1 million. It's probably at 1 million already, right? This was like what, yesterday?
I mean, you gotta imagine,
yeah, maybe it's at 1 million already.
You got the weekend coming right now, which
is
the
weekend coming
for people to start hopping in.
Yeah. Maybe a new season coming. Yep.
Well, I think they have an update that they just did. I'm seeing all over the timeline. I guess they got a new plan, like these crazy big bugs and creatures that people are already beating. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how long they can keep the relevancy going. But shit, man, the fact that they've done it in this way is huge, man. Shout out to the game. Shout out to everybody who went and bought it. Baby girl, got any bars on this before we swap out?
I mean, listen, I do agree with Demo. The whole point, some games may do better on a different platform. This could be reverse in some ways, but but the whole goal is to reach a different audience, right? For, maybe if it didn't do so well on your platform, you can go ahead and rectify that by reaching other players and without having to talk them into buying your box or, getting a Fire Stick, or like, the point is those boxes are out there. If you can make them work for you, why not? And there are those games that sold well on your platform and are not necessarily going to move a heavy needle on the other platform, but it will just sell enough and it will start getting recognition, right? It will reach some players that will be looking forward to seeing that game again over there. And who knows, as long as it's there, even if it doesn't do well to begin with, it has an opportunity for people to start picking up and saying, you know what, let me try out that game. So just because it may not do well when it starts, it doesn't mean that it won't do well later on, even a year from now, right? So this is the point that they're trying to get to. Let's make the games available for everyone so that everyone has an opportunity to buy them, so that it's the right thing for the game, right? And it could be as big as it could be, and it's the right thing for the developers as well. So these are big moves, but when it comes to the numbers, listen, that's how we do.
Yeah. When it comes to the
Facts.
numbers, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Very heavy. And you nailed it, babe. Like, the thing is like, again, kind of going back to it, but I think we saw a lot of reports on it too, and a lot of people talking about it. And Phil had said it a while ago, but I feel like I think people are done with the idea of, oh, I'm gonna go buy this console to play this game.
Yes.
I think there's too many games available to them. I think if your game is not where I am, then they just won't play it. Look at all the games that Xbox have put over there that have found massive success, right?
Exactly.
They weren't willing to buy an Xbox, but they were willing to buy the game.
I also think, on top of that, obviously they've had conversations, right? Back and forth, and they've built a relationship. When we think about Xbox and the way Phil is, you would think that even if he is stripping them down from their games in one way or another, right, he would also like to just have that relationship where they just are willing to do that, right? So he's also like giving them that opportunity. But yeah, when it comes to the prices, I can only imagine that those conversations were brought to the table as well. We're looking at the console prices and what is that going to signify moving forward, right? So that also plays a factor in the idea of making these games available for the players, no matter what they decide to buy.
100% agreed. Shout out to Paul Smith in the building. What's up,
Paul
man?
Smith
says, as an ancillary revenue stream, PlayStation cannot ignore the numbers Helldivers 2 is doing. Definitely expect more ports to come soon. I agree. And then here's Space Shot in the building. What's up, my dude? Says, when I listen to normal PlayStation owners talk, they don't know what first party means. They just want to play Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, that's the reality of what it is, right? Most people don't know. Most people don't care, right? Like, the same thing you could literally say about anything, right? When it comes to like movies, nobody cares who made the movie, right? You just care that you like the movie, right? Like, that's it. Same thing with games, man. These people, the vast majority of people could give three shits, right? They just want to go ahead and fucking
check
play.
Got old, bro. Like beepers.
Yeah.
Check got old.
Brother's Grim in the building. What's up, man?
Yo.
He said, I was the man responsible for a few Sega games audio. To be fair, thanks to Rich,
nice.
PlayStation Foundry, always been a pony. I mean, I think we've seen that 100%. Oh, Sadish Meki, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And this one, these dudes, they never stay down. They go away and then they start crying. Let me get this timestamp right here. Let me do this here. All right, next chapter. This is funny. All right. So it says former Bethesda exec says gaming subscription services worth jack shit without proper support for game developers. That tension is hurting a lot of people. Now, obviously, you and I know that when anyone says gaming subscription services,
what are they talking about?
there is only one that matters, right? There's only one that people are actually alluding to. And that, my friends, is Game Pass. Okay. That's the only one. Yet this is where people want to talk shit. So now you may be asking yourself, who's that former Bethesda exec who would come out here and say such stupid shit? Well, that, my friends, is P. Hines. That's right. The dude who left or retired because his pony ass couldn't deal with the fact that at the time they weren't looking to put the games on PlayStation. Okay. And so he left. And now everybody forgot about him. Nobody cared to retweet his post or like his stuff anymore. So he's like, how do I become relevant again? Let me talk shit about Xbox. Interesting. So Bethesda Softworks' former senior vice president of global marketing communications, P. Hines, says gaming subscription services like Xbox Game Pass are worth jack shit if the game developers who create content for them are not properly supported. Let me help you out, P. Hines. Let me help you out. I could give two shits about anything else other than what we gain from our Game Pass subscription. Okay. If you are a publisher or a studio who, of their own will, takes their little pen and signs that contract that says, I'm going to put my game in a Game Pass, I don't give a fuck what you decided to do. I don't care the terms. I don't care how that worked out for you. What I care about is what games we get. That's the world that we live in. That's what everybody only cares about. Even if they come out here and they'll say, CMoney's full of shit. I care about. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're lying. We only care about what we're getting. So let's be clear. You are crying for no reason. Okay. Because we're eating good. Right. Everybody over here on Xbox, we're eating so good. It's delicious. Banging. Okay. Banging. So let's stop the bullshit. But we'll continue. The ex-Bethesda figurehead who announced his retirement in 2023 after 24 years with the company opened up about the state of the gaming industry during a new interview with Double Tap. I'm assuming. In addition to touching on the early days of the company behind Fallout and Elder Scrolls, Hines spoke about what he feels the future of services like Game Pass look like. He admits his retirement from Microsoft-owned Bethesda means his view on the matter may not be up to date. However, Hines says he witnessed what he considered to be some short-sighted decision-making several years ago that now appears to be bearing out the way I said. Oh, really? Subscriptions have become the new four-letter word, right? You can't buy a product anymore, Hines said. What? Is he cracked?
Oh man,
is he suggesting that you cannot buy the games?
We back at it again with the same shit, bro. Are you for real?
Come on, man. Come on. All right.
Who let Grandpa out there asylum, bro?
Crack is good, apparently.
Sometimes he's got to put the pipe down.
Put the bottle down, son. When you talk about a subscription that relies on content, if you don't figure out how to balance the needs of the service and the people running the service with the people who are providing the content without which your subscription is worth jack shit, then you have a real problem.
Your opinion is worth jack shit.
Oh,
what are you saying?
I gotta hit a pop with
that. Out of here with this shit. You said a whole bunch of nothing, man. All these unwanted bitches always have something to say. They do. They think that what they have to say in their opinion matters. And the reality is that it's just as irrelevant as they are. It's wild to me.
Yeah, this is
the reason why you don't matter
crazy.
Anymore.
It's real crazy when so many people are putting their games into Game Pass.
Yeah, it's freaking wild.
It's killing them.
Want to have something to
Yeah,
say.
it's murdering them. How can they?
Man. And I love how the developers come out here and talk about how Game Pass has put a new light on their freaking game, or you know, people showed up for it because of Game Pass. Like, this is just so fucking ridiculous.
Now, you see this here? This is a little confusing to me. Well, I mean, a lot of what he's saying is confusing, but this is highlighted. So it's going to be somewhere in this thing, but I don't know where it is, but I just saw this. It says that tension is hurting a lot of people, including the content creators themselves, because they're fitting into an ecosystem that is not properly valuing and rewarding what they're making. What the fuck does Game Pass have to do with content creators?
I mean, if anything, it's good. Now I can show everybody a new game every time that I want to stream. It's easier.
Yeah, like, isn't it better?
I think it's saying content creator as the game developers.
Oh, like the developers. Okay.
Yeah,
that might make sense. All right, let's continue reading. Gamers have discussed the viability of platforms like Game Pass since its launch in 2017. While servers flooded with hundreds of games for subscribers to play sounds like a dream come true for players, how the developers behind these games receive support has been hazy. Actually, we've had many developers come out praising their Game Pass scenarios.
The developers that are hurting are the ones that didn't make a good enough game,
that didn't make the cut,
or didn't make the cut, and they couldn't get into Game Pass. But
that
didn't freaking make a good enough game to make any type of movement or wave, and that's not on us. See, before they were able to trick us and take our money. I feel like now with Game Pass, there's so much available. We don't need to buy something until we're sure about the fact that we want it, or until the content creators have put something out there and we're like, oh shit, that looks dope. But the bullshit where the media feeds you whatever they want to feed you, where you can just see it for yourself now, that's no longer applies.
And look, that's a funny thing. Because the same thing happened with video game reviews. Like, nobody gives a shit about it anymore. Why? Because you just go on to freaking Steam and you hear somebody talking about the game. You don't need to go to Metacritic anymore. And the thing is, these motherfuckers got game time. You can see it with 200 hours. You can see it with 50 hours. And you're like, oh shit. I mean, who are you going to trust? The guy who can beat the first level of a Cuphead, or some guy who got all the achievement for the games that you can actually see in their profile?
Well, it depends, Demo, because if you remember Starfield, motherfuckers with 800 hours try to tell you that shit was trash.
Starfield was like a thing, like I hate the game because it's not on PlayStation. That's literally what it was. All everybody crying.
Which is wild to come from PC people, but
yeah, because a lot of these ponies got all the devices, dude. A lot of people who are PlayStation fans got all these devices. You hear them all the time. I have a PC. All these ponies that you see doing podcasts, how do you think they do it? With what? With a PlayStation 5? No, they got a PC capable with a graphic card or something, because you need to run StreamYard doesn't just run anywhere, dude. Properly. And OBS and shit like that to stream. Like, you need to have a PC, bro. It is what it is. So they don't have it.
If we continue, it says today Hines adds that the pressure of an ongoing gaming subscription service is affecting the very developers it needs to exist in the first place. It's a reliance on this model that he feels is hurting a lot of people. You need to properly acknowledge, compensate, and recognize what it takes to create that content and not just make a game, but make a product. He elaborated. That tension is hurting a lot of people, including the content creators themselves, because they're fitting into an ecosystem that is not properly valuing and rewarding what they're making. So this is where you have to call bullshit immediately, right? Why? Let me tell you. He's talking about people who were in his position.
Yep.
Because let me tell you something, Mr. P. Hines, you know goddamn well that little Timmy that worked all the way down, at the bottom, fixing little bugs here or building a bunch of rocks for you in your game world, when you sold a lot, homeboy wasn't getting a fat check.
Nope.
He wasn't getting a fat check. He can't retire like you did. Okay, so let's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop the bullshit. Let's stop the cap. You know goddamn well that when you make a game, the people who pay for the game are the people who make the money from the game. The people who do the work are workers. They make their salary and they go on. Now, depending on the studios, some studios, yes, they have these performance stuff, but that has nothing to do with Game Pass. That has nothing to do with whether the game is in Game Pass or not. That has to do with their culture. That's to do with their studio. If their studio has a system where people are getting rewarded and hitting bonuses and stuff like that for different things, that's on the studio. That's not on fucking Xbox. That's not on Game Pass to supply. Like, hey, listen, I know you don't ever pay your workers more than what you pay them on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, but because you're putting your game in Game Pass, we're going to give each one of your employees a bonus for you. Do you hear how stupid that fucking sounds? Like, am I crazy? But that's fucking ridiculous. Is it not, to think that you're supposed to be taking care of the people who make the game? You're not asking us to do that. You want to go ahead and put more money in the suits, right? In the executives, in the people who are in the position to receive those bonuses.
Yep.
Not the little guys. And of course, leave it to an ex-exec to try to vouch for the supposed little guy when he was in that position. Ain't no little guy getting nothing over there.
Nope.
Okay, was no little guys banking big time. They went to work like everybody else. All right, so cut the shit. You're full of it. All right. Do you currently have an Xbox Game Pass subscription? Yes. Over half the people. Great. Less than half say. So if you only think about this poll, right, on a story that talks about how damaging Game Pass is, only a little more than half the people who read this thing and voted have Game Pass.
Yeah.
But how, if that's the case, how can it be so damning to the world of gaming? And by the way, no other platform has it. So how do you excuse it? How do you excuse it? Helldivers 2 just came out. More Xbox people bought that shit. What he wants is for games that don't deserve your attention to be bought because you're dumbfounded and stupid and you can't try it for yourself or hear anything about it before you buy it.
Yep.
That's what they want.
They want
to go back to the old
trick
days.
People and take their money, and then there's nothing to do about it. And I'm so glad that that's not the situation that we're in anymore. And you know why more than half have Game Pass, but then you see a substantial amount that still don't? Because it is a choice, right? You can still buy the game. So it's up to people and what they want to do. No one's forcing me to have Game Pass. That's what makes sense for me to do. And so that's what I do. So the options are still out there. If people thought that it made more sense to go and buy these games, that's exactly what they'll be doing. The end. 100%. And if it made sense to only have Game Pass, every single person would have Game Pass and no one would be out there buying games. Right? Yep. But no, that's not the situation that we have going on. We have people that have options, and with options, people make decisions, whatever suits them.
Yep. That's the reality, man. That's the reality. You got the homie Paul Smith in the building. What's up, man? Says, you are so right, CMoney. And Hines would have definitely been in a position to advocate for bonuses for the people underneath him. Exactly. But that's not what he was doing. That's not what any of them do. They just take from the worker bees. Okay? They take from the worker bees, go make this, and then we promote it. And when we do well, we get big bonuses.
I mean, I forgot his name, but remember the freaking dude over at PlayStation trying to show his cars to the workers that are barely able to freaking, that are barely able to afford freaking food. They're fucking starving and shit. And by lunch, and you're fucking telling me to go over there and check out your cars to what? To show off how much money you're freaking making and how little I get? Come on, man.
Facts. Remember Sean Layden saying, back, was it Sean Layden where he says, back in the day, there was way more sports cars over there, yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Because the little guys were driving the sports cars. You're right.
By the way, CMoney, the tweet that I sent you was about Sean Layden agreeing with this article.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if you've seen.
I saw him. You're right. I didn't click on it. I just went to the article. I saw his retweet. That's how I saw it. But I didn't even bother with him. But yeah, he said, that Pete's so right.
Yeah, hit it in the nail. In the head.
Facts. Amit Kumar in the building. What's up, fam? Says
Yo.
P. Hines mad that he was in charge of Bethesda Studios when they released Redfall. He got fired for it. Yo, I mean, you ain't wrong, man.
I mean, that's his fault, literally.
And you know he got fired, right? But he's been there long enough that they gave him the respect to be like, hey, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and then he's still talking shit. That's what I don't really get it, man. Like, shut up. Like, take your
Their relevancy is going away.
Yeah,
he's being forgotten.
Yeah. And
what's that name? Coco? Is that Coco?
Oh yeah,
Coco.
yeah. Remember me.
Remember me.
That's what people out here.
Remember me, right? This is bleed, please.
I remember that part, bro.
Let me get our homie Fantus Archer in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Let's get a little pop. Says, why do people like P. Hines always try to say that games in Game Pass were specifically designed for Game Pass? Was Silksong a game developed specifically for Game Pass? Exactly. Silksong is crushing sales. I don't know. Maybe it's not Game Pass that's fucking shit up. Maybe you motherfuckers out here charging $60, $70, $80 for games that ain't worth $60, $70, or $80 to the average person, regardless of what you spent on the game, because your game's not good enough for us to want to spend the money on that. Maybe if you took a page out of Team Cherry's book and said, you know what? Instead of trying to get a bunch of suckers to spend $60 or $70 on a game that we know for damn sure ain't worth it, why don't we make it $40? Like a Helldivers 2 that came out and magically did really well, right? Or a Team Cherry game like Silksong that, even though crazy hype around that game, they could have easily charged $40. They could have charged $50. And people would have still went crazy for it. But at $20, they broke the internet.
They did.
Literally every store that sold Silksong was down at the same time, because they said, nope, $20 is our game. It was $15 the first time. We're making more money this time for sure. 20.
And now there's developers, CMoney, asking themselves, making these questions about, like, what are we gonna do now? Like, I need to stay out the way because Silksong is a popular game. It's eating up everything.
We're actually going to talk about Silksong next.
Okay.
Because it's going to be its own topic, but you're right? But that's the thing, right? So this is kind of where the conversation kind of veers away from any bullshit that's in here, because there's so many successes that are outside of Game Pass, yet they want to blame Game Pass because why? It makes consumers, just like you said, baby, right? Just like you said, it gives consumers choice. It gives them choice. It gives them that freedom of choice. So they don't have to go spend money separately from their subscription to enjoy gaming.
Exactly.
They can go ahead and stay in their ecosystem if they want to.
Don't use Game Pass as just like, you know, a demo spot, right? You go, you try it out, you like it, you buy it, right?
A lot of people use it like that, especially PC Game Pass. That is $10, $13 or something like that.
This is all bullshit. You want people to show up for your games, make a game worth buying. And this wraps up back to that conversation we had about 007. You want people to show up, have something that people can't resist. Done. Right? Don't give me bullshit because I'm calling out all the nonsense that's wrong with your game. That's not on me. That's on you. And when it doesn't sell, that's not on me. That's on you. The consumer's fault. It's not the consumer's fault that your shit is not moving. It's not our fault that Concord is dead. It's not our fault that Marathon is not going to do shit when it comes out. Excuse me. Sorry, not sorry. And this dude is just grabbing on to Game Pass because you know what? If he comes out here and says something about Game Pass, then he will be in the conversation. Then he will maybe matter just a little bit, right? But let me tell you something. Sometimes when you're washed the fuck up, you just sit in the middle of the fucking ocean until you get sucked the fuck down. You need to know when the fuck to shut up and stay in fucking place. If you're washed up, it's for a reason. No one wants to hear what the fuck you have to say, especially when you're going to come out here and say stupid shit like this. Sounding less than fucking smart.
Damn, that's geriatric abuse. We just experienced geriatric abuse.
These dumb bitches think that because social media exists out there, or you can put out a fucking article, say whatever the fuck nonsense you want, that it's you could do that, right? You can't. Don't come out here talking stupid shit, and everybody thinks that their opinion matters. No. Our opinion matters. What we fucking pick up matters. Our money talks. Our wallet talks. If we say Game Pass good, guess what? Game Pass good. And if we're paying for the fucking subscription, there's nothing you can do or say about it because it's not going to go anywhere. So pull your panties back up and shut the fuck up.
Got that? I think we're
Bam.
good.
Shit.
I think we get it. I think we get it, Doodle. Yeah.
Shit. You literally made him cry. You made him cry.
Oh my
Shit. What a
My
spanking. Damn. I'm glad I'm not your son, CMoney.
No.
My son's not stupid. My kids are not stupid.
That's the reality, yo. That's the reality.
I mean, to be honest, I could be your son too. If you want to be my dad, that's okay. You know, I come with you need at least to put, 5 to 10K in my account every week to maintain me.
How you maintain it now?
I like Air Force Ones.
What?
My favorite console is the Xbox. I'm a Game Pass user, but I do want to play some more games like Borderlands. That are $70.
Oh my god, yo, that was wild. All right, well, Hargeet.
Yeah.
What do you think about our boy Pete? What do you think about
Look, I like to just try to be fair to him. Like, I understand things are different, and like the way he did things were different, and like this is a different model. I'm not sure what his specific like issues are as far as tension. I'm gonna guess that there are also developers that came from Bethesda that are expecting certain things, and maybe they're different. But are they really getting underpaid? I thought like Xbox pays highly for their talent. They also were one of the best places to work for. Are they not like still doing all that? Now, look, I'm not privy to all the internals as to how they pay their people. Maybe they're expecting bigger bonuses or something like that. Is he taking into account that like the entire gaming world has changed and most people are playing mobile games and black hole games, and that's kind of what eats up most people's time. So I don't know what this is beyond like just not recognizing things are changing. It's just the way it is, right? Like even PS4 time, like those games like God of War and whatnot sold like, didn't it sell over 20 million copies? Did Ragnarok? No. Is that like terrible? It is what it is, right? There's a little dip because they're more interested in playing Fortnite or Apex or something else, and it is what it is, right? I'm not sure why they don't take that into account.
It is terrible because it is going to make Sony look at that and say, well, if the curve is downwards, that means it makes no sense for our spending to go up. Right?
Yeah, exactly, right? But that is the world, right? And in this specific world, isn't Xbox putting out more high like tier games than PlayStation. So whose
Than
model
anyone.
is failing? Right? Well, I could say Nintendo puts out a lot of games, but they don't cost that much. So they're not in the same category. And like, so you know, yes, they put out content, and I don't want to take that away, but like if you equate that to what PlayStation is putting out, is it really close? I think like Xbox puts out in a quarter what these guys do for the entire year. And it's like, well, how do you then like, you know, square that? How do you look at their version of it? Now, it's not, PlayStation is not a small company, right? It's one of the top companies in gaming. If they can't do it, then why do you expect others would be able to do it? And Bethesda was sold because it was having problems, right? So whatever model they were on was not working. That's just a fact. Otherwise, they would never sell. They sold because they couldn't make money. That's why they started shifting to all the live service bullshit, right?
Exactly. Remember the year before they went live service, they were talking about single player. Remember, they were all about the single player game, and then nobody bought their games. And then the next year they showed up with every game that was single player now multiplayer.
So like this model works. At least those people still make those games, right? So I just don't know when they recognize that, sorry, the industry has shifted. It's worse when you're a company like Tencent that makes like all these like live service and mobile games, and you're like, do you not recognize where the revenue is coming from? I mean, literally your company, right? Do you not recognize that? So when Sean says that, right, he's like, yeah, I agree. Well, dude, how about like analyze the industry that you're in the company you're in, and see how they make the money they make. And they outdo freaking Sony, right? Like, or they're very close. So like, come on, like how is this even an issue? It's always about Game Pass. It's always like, where's the EA hate? Where's the Ubisoft hate? Where is that? They both have subscription services. You know who else has a subscription service? Nintendo. You know who else has a subscription service? PlayStation. So what? They're failing themselves. What is going on with all this? Like the entirety of this is just crazy. Does anybody complain about Apple Arcade? Where's the pain of Apple Arcade? Does anybody see any article about that? Don't they have the most subscribers? What happened? Is that killing gaming? I just don't get how this is such a big deal. Like, to me, really, they just don't get that things are changing, and the vast majority of the market, they should know this. It's mobile and black hole games. That's the reality, right? And we're getting all this content because of Game Pass. If that wasn't there, there's no way they could sustain this. Those games would not be able to retain their sales numbers. It's just not possible because of all the stuff that's pulling people's attention. It is what it is. Thank God we have Game Pass, so we can get this kind of content and sustain it. And we get to play games that we want to play. Look, it's less than 10% of the market that buys any of these AAA games, these AA games, all this stuff that we see. The 90% are playing your Madden, FIFA, your League of Legends, your whatever, the black hole games, all the CS:GO 2, all that stuff. They're playing all that stuff. They're not playing these games. They're sustaining on the smallest part. And it's like,
how you know 100% that that's the case? Because even with Game Pass, remember, Game Pass has 30 million subscribers plus. It's like 35 million, right?
Yep.
So even with Game Pass, games still only end up with 3 million players, 5 million players, 2 million players, which means that the casual people who are subscribed to Game Pass still don't want to play the games that they could have bought before just because they're in Game Pass. They still don't want to, even though they could go and download it for El Gratis because they're already paying for a subscription.
Dude, it's so hard to keep up. I like, there's so many great games that go into Game Pass, and I'm like, I can't get through my backlog. Even though I've downloaded it, I've never turned it on because I don't have time. It's like, how do you even keep up? And this is just the way it is.
The
right?
value
And now
of time, you have to be selective.
Exactly, right? And then on top of that, you give me a game like Helldivers. Like, is that going to be like several hundred hours? Probably, right? That's several hundred hours that didn't go to other games. It's just the way it is. And that is consistent. People who play Fortnite, they get in all the time and they keep playing it, right? And the equivalent games like Call of Duty, it's just they keep playing it. And like that's not a bad thing. Have fun with whatever you want to play, but you have to recognize that's the world now. That's just the world now. People expect to have the consistency in that same game because that's what they just go. It's like going to Twitter. I just do my every day. I go to Twitter. Every day I go to Fortnite. Whatever it is, what it is. A lot of people do that. Right? They just go into Roblox. It just is what it is. That is the world. So what are we supposed to do? Say no to Roblox? Thou shalt only have 2 hours a week? Get out of here. It is what it is.
It's true.
Like, I just don't know when they will realize, like, you're in the industry. Look. It's obvious. Look at your customers. See what they're doing. Anyway, whatever. If he's saying that maybe there's some tension between the developers, that's on those people to figure out on their own. They have unions to do all that shit now. Get out of here. I'm done with like the whole like I have to make sure that the people who make things. I don't care about the people who make my cars.
Nope.
And I drive that shit and it's got to be safe. It's got to work. Should I not be more concerned about that? It takes my family places. Should I not be concerned? Who asks that? Who asks that?
Exactly.
Only these fucking fake, like bullshit people. These fake bullshit. Listen,
It's fake concern though. Like you're upset because you're upset at Gamepass. This has nothing to do with you being worried about anybody's money. You just want to have something to say and put out there. This is not real love and concern for anybody. These are
so crazy.
Selfish fucks. Are we really buying it? How about you grab some of your money and go do something with it out there, and then you can tell us about it? How about you tell us about how you supported something instead of telling us what we shouldn't be spending our money on because Game Pass bad?
Yeah, and I don't know if maybe he butted heads with them about this and tried to fix it or change it or something like, okay, I don't know. I have no idea how this is not going to be the future, though. It seems like it just is veering in that direction, right? Even PlayStation saying we want to entice people to subscribe more to PS Plus, right? They're doing that. Why are they doing that? Because they're stupid? No, because they see value in that for both sides. They're like, I can get more consistent money. That's good. That also helps me stave off these losses we keep getting, right? That's a good thing. With that, we'll entice them by putting day-and-date games in, not their own, third party. Fine. Who cares? It's competing. People want it. They'll buy it. That's it. I don't understand how this becomes so negative. Now, I don't know if he's talking about other developers, third parties, games that are going in there. They are free to do whatever they want, right? The third parties are not being coerced in any way. It's up to them if they want to put the game in Game Pass, right? When it comes to first party games, is Microsoft not paying them? So last I heard, they pay like ridiculous amounts of money to their developers. So if that's an issue that they can resolve by going to their union reps and figure that shit out, right? So that, like, again, how many people care how much like the average developer at Adobe makes? Does anybody care when you download Acrobat? It's free. How the hell are they doing that? Oh no! Oh my god! How did they? I don't care. I just get my fucking software and use it. Like what? Who cares? Like seriously.
Yeah.
It's not my problem to figure out their business model. That's their problem. And like if this is such an industry shattering thing, then you know what people do when they don't get paid? They quit and they go do something else. That's it. If this is too much for you, don't do it. You're not compelled. We're not in China. You're not compelled. Do whatever you want. If it ain't good for you, move on.
Yep.
That's it. Go find the one that works for you. I'm just like, why are we always about
this is so fucking ridiculous.
It is. It's
so
ridiculous.
fucking ridiculous.
It's like some clown show shit.
It really
You know what I'm saying?
is.
It's
It
some
really
clown
is.
show
Are you
shit.
concerned every time you go to the restaurant? It's like, is my chef being paid enough? Like no. Give me
What's the
fucking
life
food.
story of this chicken I'm about to eat? Tell me so
Yeah.
I can decide.
I wonder if
Seriously.
these people leave good tips when they go out
I
to
know.
eat. They're probably cheap as fuck. Cheap
I
as
know.
hell.
I
Out
know.
here telling me to spend my money. Spend your money, you bastard. Like you may
Like,
more
what
money
is
than
going
us.
on?
Yeah.
Anyway,
the weirdest
I'm
shit,
ranting.
bro.
It just is what it is. I just don't understand all this negativity. Like the person saying it's too good, not this one. That was a different one where somebody's like, "Oh, Game Pass is too good, and that's causing people to like not be able to buy games." Like, what the? No.
No,
Get
it's
out.
costing
Just get
for
out of
other subscription services to have to go and opt their game if they want to compete.
Exactly.
That's what
Yep.
that's costing. And all these paths that are out there that don't want to put in the work are being affected by it. But that's not our problem, is it?
Isn't it funny that
and
it's only
this-
ponies who talk shit?
Yeah.
It's the
Or
ponies
people
are the
who
only
like
one
PlayStation.
questioning.
Now the beauty is this week and a couple of weeks before have basically shattered all that bullshit, right? Silksong came out. It crashed Steam.
Nope.
It crashed freaking Switch. It crashed Xbox. And that's in Game Pass. So what happened? How did that work? It's because people want to fucking buy it. That's it. It's just that simple. They made a game people want to buy. That's it. Like, just make, like Doodle was saying, right? Just make a compelling game, people will buy it. That's it. Expedition 33 was in Game Pass, still sold pretty damn well. They were so happy, right? Game got a lot of notoriety because people were playing it in Game Pass and like, oh, this is fucking awesome. You guys got to play it. And people bought it on their platforms. Like, whatever, good. Why is that a bad thing? Like, whatever, right?
True,
like
man.
everybody expects everything to be perfect. It's like, dude, if you make a game that sucks, Lost Soul aside, anyone? Is that selling really well? How'd that do? Like, why do I care? Like, why didn't Sony put in money on that thing and fix it? Is that my problem? Maybe they said, fuck it, we don't care anymore. We're not going to bother. And I don't blame them. They've lost so much money. It's like, yeah, just put it out, whatever. We're not spending more money on this.
Crazy.
I mean,
right?
It's the truth.
So
It's the truth.
is that the end? Like, come on, like this is just the world. It is what it is. There's going to be games that just won't make money because people don't want to play it. There are good games that people don't want to play. It just is what it is. Freaking like Prince of Persia, that 2D side scroller, whatever the platform they made didn't sell. Great game, didn't sell. Is that our fault? It's in a service even. But
let me ask you a question real quick. Hargi, you bought Helldivers 2, right?
Yep.
CMoney, you bought Helldivers 2, right? Do you guys have Game Pass?
We do.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Oh, snap.
Yep. And like a million others bought it.
I bought it too.
Exactly. You guys have a crazy backlog and you still went ahead and put out the money and bought the game because you found that it was worth buying.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. This is like the crap that it's just like, come on. So anyways, I won't keep ranting. It really is irritating that this keeps happening. But the thing I brought up on Booms is like, you know what's happening, right? The guy that said it's too good.
Mm-hmm.
They can't keep putting down Microsoft. It's at the point now where they just have to recognize Xbox is gaming. It just is.
It is.
Right. It's done. It's done. Like it used to be Game Pass is the end. Right. And now they're like, oh, it's creating tension because they know it's not going away. It's not going away. They know that now. It's done. Right. Now they say, oh, it's creating tension. Oh, it's too good. There's too many good games in there. Yeah. They now have to recognize. They have to recognize. I told you this was going to happen. Eventually, it's going to come to the point where the media, all these people in the freaking gaming world, they're going to have to recognize Xbox. There's no way around it. They have too much. They're too big of a pie. Of the pie. They are going to be recognized. Period. They can keep trying to poo-poo it. At some point, they're just going to relent. It's going to be the way it is. There's just no way around it.
You know the crazy thing is, Sergey, is that we joke about, well, not joke, but like they've always talked about this idea of like the Netflix of gaming, right? And the crazy thing is that is exactly what Xbox has become.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long did it take Netflix to get to the point where it's like undeniable? When did that happen? Right? It's when everybody else said, "Fuck it, we got to do it too." That's it. It's done. At that point, you have conceded. You have conceded, and everybody's like, "Yeah, we got to do the same thing."
Xbox has created their own lane, and what happened? You could have, if PlayStation believed that their lane was correct, they could have said, "Fuck you, Xbox. Helldivers is never going over there." Okay, they could have said that, but they didn't. They said, "You know what? that yellow brick road looks mighty fine. We're going to follow the yellow brick road that Microsoft is actively laying down in front of us. We're going to follow that. And that's just the reality of it. Let me get my homie Simple Jack in here.
Simple Jack, what's good?
Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Officially becoming the biggest super chat of the night. Appreciate you, my brother. I already put you in the banner. Says, support the devs, quote unquote. F that. We support good games.
100%.
Make a good game, get paid. Some games might not make enough money and will be cult classics and will inspire devs in the future.
Yes, sir.
Bars.
Yep.
Bars. It's 100%. Not our responsibility. Nobody is supporting the devs. Nobody can give a fuck about the devs, just like any other job in the world. Nobody cares. You only care about the end product that reaches the consumer. Nobody cares about anything else that's happening in any other form of life. You go to buy something, that's all you care about. You care about how it performs. You care about what it does for you. You don't care about how many hours, blood, sweat, and tears people put into it. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's gonna make a good lifetime story later on. Okay, you go get that show made or get that movie made. All right, the life of a game dev, and see if people give a fuck to watch it.
No one's gonna give a shit because nobody goes to work to say, you know what, this dumb dude who made a shitty game is getting paid, but I'm gonna give him my money just to support him. No, that's not how it works. You gotta earn it.
You know what's funny too? The other side is also true. Okay, the artist who are making these things, they only care about how their art is received.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what they care about. They want their art to be received well. The real artists, not the workers. The workers, the laborers who are just sitting there coding some mindless task that they've been given. Like, here, we need 48 trees in this corner. And they're like, all right, cool, I got this. They don't give a shit. They're just collecting a paycheck, right? They're doing their job, collecting a paycheck. These solo devs, these people who are in these small, studios who are putting all their heart and passion into it, do they want the payout? Yes. But many of them just want their game out in the world. They want to see people playing it. They want to see people excited about their game, whether it's 100 million people or 5,000 people. For a lot of these small people, they just want to see people enjoying something that they created, right? That's all they care about. Everything else is bullshit, man. It's all bullshit. So, understand, they want their shit recognized for them to feel better about what they did. We want to spend money on something that we enjoy. Of course, Game Pass is not free. We still spend our money on it. It's just less money than buying a bunch of games randomly. So, yes, when we spend that money, I still want my money's worth, right? I still want to feel like when that money goes out every month, that it's because I'm getting something that I want and enjoy using, right? And that's it. Everything else is bullshit. Stop the nonsense. Everything else is a lie, okay? It's a lie. So stop it, okay? Stop the bullshit.
I mean, listen, the reality is that, those players that spend, that buy 1 or 2 games a year, we're making a commitment with Game Pass. We spend more than those players do.
I mean, statistically, we spend more money, for sure, than the average person on games.
It is consistency as well, and that's why we get the benefits of it. They're getting a consistent freaking, sum of money coming in from a lot of people.
That's it. It's the name of the game. All right, Demo, you got your bars off on this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's roll it right into the next one because it's kind of in the same vein, but we kind of have to celebrate it because it is kind of crazy, and then also discuss another portion of that, and that's going to be the phenomenon that's known as Silksong, right? Hollow Knight Silksong is a game that has been in development for a long time. And people have been pumped, waiting for this game. I don't even wasn't it shown back when the Xbox was revealed or something like that? Am I not mistaken? I feel like it's been a while that we saw.
It was definitely shown during one of those earlier shows, but
one of the earlier shows, right? And now It's here. And again, we've mentioned it a couple times, but to be clear, I don't think I've ever experienced this situation before where a game releases and every single store that it released on died. It broke the gaming world.
Well, to be fair, it didn't break one store.
Which one?
You want to guess which one? PlayStation.
Oh, it didn't?
They didn't buy it as much.
Yeah, but they did broke the store though. All of them. The only
thought
place
they
that
all
didn't
broke.
crash was Game Pass.
Yeah, no. As far as I know, it broke the stores for Switch, Steam, and Xbox. It did not break it for PlayStation.
all
But
right,
I'll
well, let's
check.
see.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, let me
Power Boss says nope, PlayStation didn't go down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
go
it did
down?
not break.
I thought
It did not
I
break the
thought I
store
read it. Obviously, I
for
wasn't
PlayStation.
looking into it myself.
Because PlayStation players, it's number 2.
Really? So this is another place that
they
they're
didn't buy
bunch
this
of
game.
weak dicks.
No, it's true. Oh,
Damn. So a game that's thriving everywhere is not thriving on PlayStation. It's almost as if PlayStation was
Wow.
a desert, right? Plants can
Maybe
survive.
there's some other things going on here, but I'm just saying, like I
Damn.
saw was it's Switch, Xbox, and Steam all broke because of the amount of demand. Even though it's in Game Pass, and I think it's on PC and console Game Pass. So even though it's there, people rushed out to buy it, except on PlayStation.
Wow.
damn.
Wow. That's
Okay,
real
so Power Boss is
crazy.
saying no, wait, PlayStation went down as well.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I read it.
Yeah, everything went down. That's what I heard. Respawn and Respawn.
Reforged?
Yeah, no Respawn. Like the
Respawn. I forget that guy.
Yeah. Dreamcast guy, homeboy. Yeah, he was saying that everything was crashing. Yeah.
Let me see something because I thought I just want to see because I'm pretty sure I had the I had like an article that shows it. Damn, this is crazy to see. Hollow Knight Silksong has peaked at over 530,000 players on Steam. On Steam alone, around 4 hours after launch. The original Hollow Knight peaked at 72,000 players.
Yeah.
Yep.
First one, 72,000. Second one, over 530,000. Okay, yeah. See, so I see it now. I see it here. Look, this one. Charlie Intel post. PlayStation Store, Xbox Store, Steam, Nintendo eShop are all experiencing issues right now after the release of Hollow Knight. Yeah, I was definitely seeing like people saying that
people
shit
saying
was
they
just-
can buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a like they kept showing the screen that was like just dead. So listen, this coming out crazy. Kudos to them, right? Like, and I'll be completely honest. Like, I played the first one, and like, it's not for me. I didn't really think it was anything
Groundbreaking.
or too special for
Yeah.
me. Like, it was like, all right, this is fine. I don't know. The aesthetic was okay to me. It didn't really scream like, oh my god, this is so beautiful or amazing. I thought it was okay. I also didn't play it too long. I played it for a little while. I was like, all right. But that doesn't mean shit because people loved it. And now that anticipation has been building up over all these years, and this is where we are, right? Now, the aside from giving it his praise for crushing it, right? Literally took down every store, sold a whole bunch. I mean, the fact that, just to give you perspective, the fact that there was over 500,000 people just playing on Steam alone tells you about the millions of people who bought that game day one, right? So it's, amazing success story for them. And that's just going to keep going, right? Over time. That's plus the bag they got for Game Pass, just to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
But So I did see. I'm gonna grab Destin real quick because he put this post together because it is something that that I did see. So Destin says, hot take today. Lots of LinkedIn posts today with sour grapes over Silksong's success because it broke all the quote unquote rules the industry has been telling us. It's on Game Pass, minimal marketing, lower price point, still a hit. It's called a unicorn or an outlier, but these unicorns, quote unquote, keep happening. If every quote unquote outlier keeps proving those in the system wrong, maybe it's time to ask what's broken about the system, not how the outliers got lucky.
He cooked.
That was a fucking phenomenal
Yep.
post.
Phenomenal post. Yep.
Because it's a crazy scenario where this game gets to come out again, peaked, like, be clear, peaked at 72,000 players. Peaked. Concurrent, obviously, that doesn't mean that's how many they sold, but concurrents peaked at 72,000. So at the height of the fever that was Silksong on Steam, I mean, not Silksong,
Hollow Knight,
the original, it peaked at 72,000. Day one, this shit hit 530,000, right? Day one on Steam alone. That is fucking ridiculously crazy. But look, the game did that while still being on Game Pass. Minimal marketing. I mean, let's be real. We saw it at a couple of the shows, and that's pretty much it. There were no big preview events that I remember that were huge or anything like that. I don't remember it, at least. And then they're at a lower price point, $20. Again, up from 15. So for them, they are raising the price of their game. But it's a hit. It's a hit. And people are upset. Like one of the homies, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name right now. For our homie from Midwest Games. Remember?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's gonna bug me. Is it hold on. I got
Is
it.
that
Right
Major Nelson?
No. He
Midwest
Games. Major Wilson went to go help Ben Cavallo.
Ben, yes.
Our boy Ben.
Okay.
Very cool dude. We did her, him, and a dev with him. He came through, did a great interview with us. Great guy. But he did a post. Actually, I could probably pull it up. Because people, anytime this happens, right? People go crazy trying to have conversations about replicating it, right? Like, how can they replicate it? Oh, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what they did right. And I did like this post that he did. He said, your Silksong analysis doesn't matter. It brings almost no learnings to anyone except maybe one handful of games of the hundreds of thousands out there being developed. If you are here to better inform 5 people on the internet, congrats. They didn't read it. Now another indie dev can read your analysis, do everything you laid out, and not perform any better, and more likely worse than they would have. For those with joke analysis, well done. You hit the sweet spot. Okay. So this is the conundrum for these people because they don't understand it, right? It's on Game Pass. It's at a lower price point, not marketing. It's still a hit. So the shit is that I think the hard part is the game still had like a big following, right? It did sell millions of copies the first time around, right? It took long, but it sold millions of copies. So you have a bunch of people who over time bought that game, over time fell in love with it, and all of those people were waiting for this one moment. You know what I'm saying? So this is not like you can't go as a brand new, this is my first game dev and think you're going to follow this shit and it's just going to happen, right? But if you take a known franchise like Helldivers, right? The new thing that people were trying to talk about Helldivers is that it only did good on Xbox because it got popular on PlayStation, right? But let's be clear, Helldivers 1 sold millions of copies, right? It sold millions of copies. And then when it released, it sold a shit ton of millions of copies on PC right away. Okay. So that's stupid to say, right? It didn't over time get popular on the PlayStation, and now it's coming to Xbox and like, oh my God, look at all that work the ponies did. No, you didn't show up for the game in any meaningful way, right? We outdid you in 2 days. Okay. 6 days, we did 300,000 copies more, right? Like half of what you did, we did extra. Okay. So like, let's just be clear. They didn't contribute to that, but that game already had a following, right? They came into this, they have Game Pass. They didn't say, oh no, we're not going to do Game Pass. They did Game Pass, but they priced it right. They have a quality game. People are excited. Kudos to these fucking people, man. That is dope.
100%. And listen, it wasn't luck. Obviously, everyone's anticipating the game. Obviously, their first game Overtime, brought in a big fan base, and it's not good to discredit what they've accomplished. That's one. And two, you can go ahead and take the same exact steps and not have the same outcome. Understand, we have seen PlayStation cancel how many games trying to follow the same guidelines as some of these games that have, found huge success, trying to find their gas game that's going to be just changing everything for them. And they freaking hit the wall how many times? So there's no outline of, if I follow and copy exactly what they did, then it's guaranteed success for me. No, that's not how it works. This is a industry where you need to have a lot of passion and authenticity and creativity, and you got to really love what you do and be proud of your work, and hopefully the players out there will respond to that, right? But yeah, there are games that get marketed ridiculously and don't sell shit. Exactly. So
it's the truth. Demo, what do you think, bud?
Oh man. I mean, this little game right here is putting AAA developers to shame. And like you said, Simone, it's going to be extremely hard to replicate what this game is doing based on the narrative and their timeline, right? Like you said, Hollow Knight released, right? And it was, critically acclaimed. People liked it, didn't sell that much, but it builds up because, I mean, you're saying it had 72,000, right? Concurrent players, but that's people playing at the same time. That does not reflect the actual souls of the game. That does not reflect the actual conversation about the game. This is a game that is respected within the lovers of the genre, like Metroidvanias, and it's considered to be one of the best ones at doing Metroidvanias. Like Hollow Knight is considered a classic already. People love that game, and now Silksong came looking even more colorful because I did try it out for a little bit, and the game looks even better, bro, than Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight had. At the very beginning, a couple of first levels, they were kind of flat. They were like, it had a nice art style, but the colors were sort of washed out. But this one, it looks more colorful, more vibrant. You see the lighting, you see the shadows. It's just like a different vibe and more vibrant vibe. And it's just like the anticipation. I was looking at some content creators that reacting to the reveal of Hollow Knight when they reviewed a couple of weeks ago the release date, and their reactions were like crazy. Oh my god! Like, and I'm like, I'm here like watching these people like, yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers are faking it. There's no way they're jumping up and down because of Silksong. I mean, I get it, it's nice, but I don't believe that this is a banger, but it turns out that people showed up and they loved the game, and it's a great game. I would have like, go out my way and try to like cap for this game or something. Nah, but I do believe it's a great game. It's really well done. It has a nice story. It's very almost like a Nintendo like. It doesn't have like voice acting. It has the jaga 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 jaga. They do some things like that, and then it has the like the dialogues, right? But the whole point of this game is the gameplay. The gameplay it shines. It's very responsive, and they have a bunch of abilities and things to unlock. And it has a lot of replayability. And they got these big Metroidvania maps that you can explore and discover. And just sort of like a nice narrative too, with nice cutscenes and stuff. It's kind of cool. So I mean, that it goes to show, like people like we said earlier, it's going to show up when your game is good. If the game isn't good, this is not happening. And another developer can come out here and be like, okay, my indie game is gonna be $20, but does he even have the hype that this game had built up over years? Because you already have the first game. This is just a sequel, so they're building upon something that was already great, and they made it even better now. And thanks to social media, content creators, and yada yada, and word of mouth, the news spread, and it's now a high success. It's like at the 18 most played game with concurrent players in the history of Steam. So for a game this small, right, in scale, like you call it small because it's not a big budget game, and this is only a few developers, right? Like this team is small. We're talking about like like double digits developer type shit. They took a long time, like 7 years. They took the time. Everybody was pressuring it. Like, what is Silksong? That was one of like the things. Where's so. And then when they showed it, it is like, oh damn, it's finally real. It's actually happening. It's not an ox. So what happened is, man, that this game is the shit right now, right? And it's gonna be even bigger because of this. And my reaction to it is like, we need to hear from big developers like EA, like freaking Activision, even all of that. Like, what the fuck are they doing with their money? Because like literally, like what the hell is going on? Because this game right here is only $20. You don't hear these devs crying about, oh, we need to keep our lights on, we need to pay our bills and nothing. They give it a fair price. They want their game to be popular. They could care less about this money. Look, these are a passionate bunch. This only goes to show that these people wanted to do big numbers. This game could have been easily $35, $40, even $50. Like other games that are even cheatier, like that one game, Ansai, is $70. And it's ass. Like, I know you like it, CMoney, but I mean, that's the truth. I like ass games too. I'm an ass man. But you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like,
I mean, I didn't pay $70 for it, so
yeah,
I also sent it to me.
And that's the other thing.
So,
the price point.
Oh, yeah.
The price point on this game is so easy to pick up. A $20 game. It's whatever, bro. You know that this game is gonna give you dozens of hours of gameplay. You know that it's gonna be well done. You know these people poured their heart and soul into this game. It's easy to go for it, bro. 20 games, everybody's $20. Everybody's talking about it. It's popular. It's what hot right now. You know, why not? Let's get it. Yeah. And now everybody's wondering, and we do have a couple of developers coming out here wondering how in the hell are they gonna match what they did. You know, they developed a great game that is highly acclaimed by the gamers. Forget about critics. People who are actually playing, they love the shit, and they only charging $20. So
there was no reviews for this game, by the way.
Yeah, he broke every narrative.
Yep.
No reviews, no not marketing campaign. They didn't do content creator campaigns like Marathon that pay people to stream the shit. Like none of this. They literally shadow dropped this game. Like the reveal trailer for the day was 2 weeks ago. They said September 4, and everybody went crazy. I want you to go, guys, and check out the content creators reacting to Silksong being revealed. It's nuts. I was like, this is not Gears of War, because remember our Geek video about Gears of War, everybody went crazy. Well, same thing here. Everybody was going crazy about Silksong. You wouldn't believe it. It's crazy. And you know what? It happens when you have a great game. If you want your game to do good, do a good job. Look, all the games that are doing very good this year, bro, the year of the indies. Schedule 1 was amazing. I don't know if you ever tried it. It was crazy. Dope. You so dope in Schedule 1. You really do, make drugs and manufacture drugs. You have like, I don't know if you try it. You should try it. We should play someday. I have a gang. Pony killers to the end.
Oh my god! Is it in Game Pass?
Yeah, no, it's on Steam. It's like a $15 game or something. We have all the games like Peak, right? Peak is very popular. It's viral. It's another indie game. Then we got all the games like Stick It to a Stick Man, which very popular too. On Steam, it's only $5. So we got by Devolver Digital, an amazing developer, an amazing game. I suggest you guys to check it out. And you're seeing these games coming out with like $20 price tags, brand new, and the $70 games and the developers are freaking out because they're like, oh shit, maybe we should have toned it down a little bit. Maybe $70 is too much. So you know what? This is good. They disrupting the market by doing this. So I believe that Silksong is more than a game. Silksong is a movement, and it's gonna inspire a bunch of people to go ahead and do the same and do the right thing, charge and price their properties, the products properly, right? And not try to ask people for a kidney and lung just to play one game. So I'm so surprised that this game did crazy numbers like this, but I'm happy that it happened, and I can't wait to see what else they do with it, man.
This reminds me of, if you guys remember, a little game called NFL 2K5, where they went ahead and they said, you know what, instead of going at 60 or 50 or whatever it was at the time with Madden, they dropped the game at 20. And it did so well that it spooked Madden, and they went ahead and bought the exclusivity for NFL, right? Because this is what it was, right? People used to compete that way, and now it's not. Now everybody's like, you know what, we could compete, but like, let's just keep it at 60, guys. All right, good deal. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy, but they're crushing it, man. Let me get the homie Mac22TH top 4 in the building, man. Appreciate you, homie, with that $5 super chat. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Says CMoney, you know what I'm gonna say. You don't follow third place. Hashtag Xbox better. Facts.
Let's
Facts.
go.
PlayStation is following Xbox. We told you here a long time ago, man. PlayStation does not see Xbox as third place. They see them as the leaders. They're following. That's the way it works, man. Hargi, what do you think about this Silksong madness?
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool that it's selling this well. It is just one of those weird ones where out of nowhere it's heavily desired, I guess, whatever the word is for this. Like, it's just crazy how many people want this game, more so than anything else we expected, right? So how it crashes all the stores and people are trying to buy this thing, even though it's in Game Pass. On 2 platforms, it's available to you. But kudos to them. That's awesome that people had this much to anticipation for this game, and they just rushed to go buy it instead of even playing it in Game Pass. I don't even know what the Game Pass numbers are, right? I'm sure there's still people who are going to play it in Game Pass. So I can't wait to see what the numbers are. Eventually, we're going to find out, hey, we reached the, 5 million milestone or whatever, 10 million, whatever it is, right? We're going to get those numbers at some point, right? And hopefully they actually break it down and tell you this many on Game Pass and this many on Steam and this many, that'd be awesome. But it's unlikely that they'll do that much of a breakdown. But anyway, it's really cool to see. And it's all console warrior. No, I'm sorry, but it's just funny to see how all the fucking stupid bullshit just gets totally demolished. Game somebody wants, they fucking buy it. Doesn't matter if it's in Game Pass or not. They just went and bought it anyway. And, put it at the right price, get a good game out. People want it. You're good to go, right? How many reviews are out on this?
I don't know.
Any.
It doesn't matter
0.
anymore.
0. So it didn't need anybody's stamp of approval. They just bought it. That's it. Like it's just crazy how much the anticipation was versus like the entire machinery of the gaming world, right? That says, oh, it must go this way and then this way and then this way, and that's what people will buy. No, people will buy a game they want to buy. It just totally disproves all that bullshit, right? You look at
unpredictable.
Yeah, what was that? Path of Exiles, right? People wanted the sequel. It like went in droves. People played that game, right? And you're like, okay, did they have to sell the people that were going to buy it? No, they were ready to get it anyways. They played Path of Exile 1. They were playing it for fucking thousands of hours, and they're like, I want Path of Exile 2. That's it. That's all it was. And they just went and bought it. It's on freaking preview right now, and it's it's still going strong, right? And it's just the way it is. Like some games, you don't really need to do it. It's just there. People want it. There's a demand. They wait and get it. Great. But his point is kind of there. Like the industry keeps telling us that there are certain patterns, and yet we keep finding these weird games that come out, and like we're bucking that trend.
Facts.
So I don't know when they will learn the lessons, but like oh no, it's Alex put out this great video about this saying, here we go again, and like how this just disproves the entire industry narrative of we need to make the same slop that we make all the time, and just like sequel version 3 of the same thing, no creativity, nothing new, and we just expect you to spend $1 billion buying our game. It's like, well, what did you do to entice us? Why should we just buy your game? Because, right? So it is what it is, and like gamers want to play games, right? And so if they give us something that's very interesting and anticipated, it's what you get. It's like it just goes crazy, right? So it's fine. Like this is what people need to do. They need to realize that there is demand for something, but you need to figure out what that demand is for, right? And that's market analysis. That's their job. They need to go figure it out. The headache is it does take a long time before you deliver it, and maybe things change over time. That's unfair and unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? But this is a game that people have been waiting for a long time. And as you said, CMoney, I'm pretty sure you're right. It's like 2020, 2021. They showed this game as part of the Xbox showcase because it was coming to Game Pass, right? And then they've added it to others. I think they even showed it in a PlayStation showcase, and they showed it in a Switch showcase, Switch 2, right? That it's coming to Switch 2, and it did. It launched on Switch 2. But yeah, it's a great testament to their game. Their first one, like you, I played it for a bit, and I'm like, okay, I've had my fill. I don't know if I want to keep playing this, so I stopped. But apparently there were so many people who loved it. So it's certainly a testament to that. That's great. Awesome news for that development team. Congrats. And then as far as like all the freaking narratives, I'm kind of just done with all the narratives because it wasn't the Xbox Game Pass that crashed. It was the store where people wanted to buy the game, even though it's in Game Pass. So that's yet another narrative. So now you got Helldivers, you've got this. So you're telling me what Xbox gamers don't buy games? Like we do. Oblivion, like whatever. There's just so much bullshit. It just keeps getting, all the narratives keep dying, which I'm good with. I don't know what these guys are going to keep complaining about, but as I keep saying, what? Xbox is undeniable at this point. And they picked a winner. I want to say that the first one launched in Game Pass too. I know it was in Game Pass, but I think it launched in Game Pass.
I don't know if it launched in Game Pass.
Yeah, I don't recall if it launched, but I think it did. But what a thing to pick, right? So either way, they partnered on this one. That's great. What a game to pick. Expedition 33, Blue Prince, right? These are all like high tier, high quality games that are going crazy, right? So why not? They're picking great stuff. They have their own catalog of great games. I don't know what the equivalents of the other. The funny thing is, this is coming out along with Lost All Aside, which is
in the same week.
which didn't seem to do so. Whoopsies.
Oopsie. We were supposed to be upset. We were supposed to be upset that we weren't getting Lost Aside over here on Xbox,
even though it's on PC day and date. But either way, yeah, whatever. I'm happy that the game is doing well. I will obviously give it a try because it's on Game Pass anyways. So I will give it a chance.
Nothing to
see what it
lose.
does for me.
Yeah,
right? Exactly. I don't have to pay for it. If it's great, I'd even pay for it. I don't care. But you know, if it's good, I'll try to finish it. What the heck, right? So we'll see how it is.
Agreed. All right, everybody got their bars on this, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, last thing real quick, and this is just because I just found this stupid. So I want to talk about it real fast. But let me just get this chapter real quick and then we'll be on. All right. So I don't know if you guys remember, but we had heard news that Ben Studio, right? Sony's first party studio, Ben Studio, they fucked around and pitched the multiplayer game to PlayStation, got it greenlit, and then I guess they showed the game at some point and it wasn't going the way they wanted, and the game got canceled. And everybody thought, at least I assumed for sure, and I know a lot of people had to, and say, okay, well, if they didn't shut down Ben Studios, it must be because they're saying, okay, you guys clearly can't make a multiplayer game worth shit. Let's put you back on what you at least are comfortable doing, and that's making a single player game, right? Fucking wrong. Ben Studio is out here, out in these streets, looking to make another motherfucking multiplayer game. I don't understand it. This is wild, but according to their hiring, one of the requirements is demonstrated experience in senior leadership, blah, 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 blah. But experience with multiplayer game development and design. Do these motherfuckers want to get shut down? Is that the goal here? Do we think that this is just what they're looking to achieve? They want to make sure that they don't just, go out with a little pew pew. No. They want to go out with a bang. They said, oh shit, I take your Concord and raise you a Bend multiplayer game. Because if you were making one that they greenlit and then they didn't like it and canceled your shit, what do you think is did you come up with some brand new idea that you couldn't make work in your last fucking attempt? Was it unmergeable? You couldn't be like, oh, you know what? I got a better idea. Let me bring this in. No. You got your shit canceled and you're like, okay, cool. Listen, you canceled this one, but I have the real winner here. Mind you, what you're telling me is that if they didn't cancel that shit, you would have had this mystery good game and you were just going to let this shit one come out and then think you were going to get funded on another mystery. Help me understand why Bend will continue to fucking walk towards the edge of the cliff, knowing that there's nothing waiting for them on the other side.
Maybe that's all they can do, though, right? I think that there are certain guidelines to making a PlayStation game that would be, greenlit, right? So considering the fact that, over here on Xbox, we like our multiplayer games, maybe Hiroki, as he was reaching before for that Nintendo audience, has gone all in on that Xbox audience. And he's like,
maybe
multiplayer's all we want. And if you make a good one, me love you long time. So
finger blast that shit, bro.
Yes, with the
we got you. We messing around.
We know in the drive-in with the finger blast. Yeah, it's like back in the 80s, man. Back in the 80s.
Oh my god. That's true.
Crazy shit.
I'm just saying, they can't just get games approved. So I can only imagine that these are the guidelines to what they have to do. Maybe they're gonna make things day and date. Who knows how this is gonna play out? But I can't imagine this being their own doing.
I mean, you would hope. It feels like at this point they're just trying to get shut down. I don't know. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what they're trying to do. I feel like they just want to be put out of their misery and just get put to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
These are not because of PlayStation guidelines, then shame on them for letting these clowns waste their money. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's true. True. I can't make it up, man. There's some crazy shit. Demo, what do you think, man?
Oh man, I'm gonna give Ben Studio based on the track record, with games in general, because I think Days Gone.
You mean non-canceled games?
Yeah, not console games. Hey, yo, well, we'll like I'll give him the benefit.
You mean the
doubt.
track that ended back in 2019, 2020?
Yeah, it's been a few. It's been a few.
Gotcha. Okay, just want to make sure. Give him the benefit of the doubt from back
Okay,
then. Cool.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Reason being that I mean, we don't know what this game is. It could be something exciting. It could be a siphon filter, multiplayer type thing, and it could be exciting. It could be attractive to many gamers. At the end of the day, it's another game. I love multiplayer. I know this thing is gonna be everywhere for sure. So I mean, it's just like more games. Yeah, I hope they do a good job because I love playing games, and if they do make a game that I like, that's be dope. But I mean, again, Sony PlayStation doing live service games when they're base, the player base, mostly like multiplayer games, is really going against these ponies. Like they're really not caring about the Sony PlayStation hardcore fan that only cares about single player. And that's the thing too. Multiplayer is so popular now that making a game that is single player when you could add multiplayer to it, it's just like, or even make it optional. Whatever happened, I was just mentioning earlier with 07 game. What happened to like having a single player campaign and then having like a multiplayer thing in which you can do like, I don't know, team deathmatch or something. I remember even games like Far Cry had it back in the day. Remember Far Cry multiplayer? I don't know if you ever got to play Far Cry multiplayer. That was wild. And other games used to do multiplayer and they don't do it anymore. They're just like, why, dude? Like, it'll be cool. Even if it's just like a cooperative experience or PvE, right? It doesn't have to be PvP, but maybe like something like that. It'll be great. And I mean, I can't wait to see what they do, honestly. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it shows well. And because Ben Studio is one of like the older studios that have been around for a while. They've been doing, it'll suck if they gone, and it'll be bad for everybody. So if they make a good game, the best new game, the best thing that they can do is put it everywhere. Make sure that shit is good, and that's that, man. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt for now. I mean, that's what I say. Yeah.
I feel that, man.
And the reason why they're not focusing on the ponies is because the ponies are not the shit. The ponies are shit. They're on scene and they don't matter.
God damn.
So that's the reason Hiroki is not giving a crap about what they want or what they wish for.
You know that saying, like every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings? Like every time Doodle mentions a pony, one shits itself somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just what it is.
They're getting bad karma, man. They're getting bad karma. Like, what are the single player Sony PlayStation games? I know it's rumor that they're gonna be showing like what Wolverine doing the state of play. What's the other game? Because they did mention that there was another game that's gonna be shown in the next state of play. I think there's two. There was Wolverine, and what is the other one?
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Somebody else kind of mentioned it. It was Wolverine, and another game that people have been waiting for.
But they were gonna be
showing. Was it Intergalactic?
Intergalactic. Yeah, I think that they're gonna show a gameplay or something.
I think that's what the.
I mean, let's just wait and see. I'm rooting for them.
He'll be focused.
He is real focused. He showed up. He's like, you know what? Fuck this other job that I had. I'm just
also like
coming here.
I don't know. Didn't they just have a state of play? So I'm.
Well, they had a First Light state of play with no PlayStation game involved. So state of play doesn't really mean shit anymore. Like they just
Yeah.
throw state of play around.
Like the
no
fact that
reason,
they had a state of play or something, and they show you only a third-party game or something. I didn't watch the whole thing. I don't
Dude,
know.
they've been doing that nonstop. That's all we've been getting from them is
It's
these
just
state of
like-
plays that are third parties.
All right. And also, this game was already shown, right? Like, even though we're getting an extended look at it, during was it like Gamescom that they show it, like the IOI, Interactive, they had their own thing and they showed the game as well. This is not the first time that we've seen this game, the 07. So, anyways, looking forward to Ben Studio, rooting for them. And hopefully they do what they're supposed to and give us a great game. I know the whole diver type game would be cool. Like, I know they're one of those multiplayer games that that bring everybody together, all the platforms and all that. That's what I'm waiting for, man. Let's see. Let's see. Otherwise, bro, like, bye-bye. Like, this is your last chance. they you got like 2 strikes already. Days Gone being, not what they expected, right? And now the game that they cancel and this one, that could be your strikeout, man. So, I mean, focus, pay attention, keep it simple, keep it
Weren't
total.
they the ones making a God of War multiplayer game?
Multiplayer?
No, I
Was
don't
it
think
dumb?
Studios. No, I don't think
Yeah, was it Dumb who was working on one? Is that's
like the side scroller thing. I don't know who's working on that.
no? I thought that somebody was working on a God of War game that was supposed to be multiplayer. I think it was Ben.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If you're working, if they're working on the God of War thing,
Blue Point or whatever. What's that other one that they bought?
Blue Point.
Yeah, wasn't it them?
I mean,
doing the God of War?
maybe it wasn't them. I know it was definitely something stupid like that, but I don't know. I'm not very hopeful because I mean, at the end of the day, like the last game they made that was Days Gone wasn't really received very well at the offset. It has become like a cult classic to some people, right? Like some people really like it. But I don't know, man. PlayStation didn't think it was a success, even though it sold a bunch. And I don't know if it's gonna be if they're just bungeeing Bend, you know what I'm saying, where they're trying to just make them unnecessary. Like Ben is just gonna become part of PlayStation inside. Like they're just gonna lose their own studio name. They're just gonna bring the people inside and just call it a day. I mean, think about it. What does Ben mean to most people nowadays? It sucks. I hope they can figure something out and do something that's exciting. I just don't know. Like, are you gonna be excited for a military game like Siphon Filter if it looks like a PlayStation 4 game again? If it's just all more of the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is Siphon Filter gonna do that's gonna change things for people? You know what I'm saying? Be a team death match, right? Like, what can it do, right? Unless they're gonna make a single player game with it. But if they're not gonna be bombastic, if they're not gonna really put some dollars behind it and really make it something special, which as much as you may know Siphon Filter and some of us do, most of the people who are gaming today that are in their youth don't give 3 fucks about Siphon Filter. So I don't think Sony's gonna look at that and be like, oh, you want to make a Siphon Filter? That's what you want to do? Sure. How much? 100 million, 200 million, 300, whatever you want. Get blank check. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think that that's gonna be the case. You know what I'm saying? I think I just don't know what they can be making that's multiplayer that's going to change the game, right? That's gonna matter.
Is it Freddy Krueger that when they fall asleep, he kills them?
Well, he goes into your nightmare.
So, okay. So PlayStation is Freddy Krueger, and that's what you're saying. And then they wait for these studios to slip up and fall asleep and knock out, and then they start gutting them.
They sleep.
They go night for real.
They go night for real. I mean, I feel like at this point they're trying to find reasons to get rid of shit. So they're like, Ben, we gave you a lot of chances. You're gone. I don't know. It sucks, but it's not looking great. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll bring their game over to Xbox to see if it has some life over there before fully doing it. But I mean, clearly they're giving them another shot. We'll see what that means. Hargy, what do you think, bud? What do you feel about this whole situation?
I mean, I don't know. Like I've expected Ben to kind of be closed at any point. So
Damn, Hargis ruthless today.
All right,
I'm
good.
sorry, but
I guess I'm glad. That's what I feel too, man. The shit is it sucks,
Damn.
but I feel like what have they done? What are they going
how many
to do?
canceled games can you go through, right? So
Yep.
they didn't give them their sequel. They put them on, Last of Us. It didn't, whatever. They finished that up and moved on. They supposedly had some game in the works, and then that went away, and there was layoffs there. I don't whatever, dude. I don't know what. Maybe they had two going on at the same time, but we'll see. Like I good luck to the team. Hopefully something happens. They put something out that's of value. I still, every time they say AAA, I'm a little concerned, but we'll see if like they only do, in the multiplayer space, they bring it down a notch and try to at least be reasonable and say, hey, let's try something for $30 million.
Hargy, maybe it's a stutter. Maybe that's not AAA. That's just 1A that they stuttered a bunch. You know what I'm saying? like they had somebody writing for them, and he was like, "Hey, write this down, okay?
Yeah,
we're looking for at least one shipped."
I like that concerns me when you talk about like a new live service thing, because of course we all know where that's going to go, right? We all know the thing that happened when they tried that, and is that going to happen with this one? we don't know, but that's the problem. You take a massive gamble and a lot of cost, because if you do a AAA live service game thing, like there's no way around it. There's content needed. There's the whole live element of it, and it just takes a lot to make that happen. If you just try, like, grounded is like the perfect way to go. Put it in freaking preview. Give them a small chunk of something.
PlayStation doesn't do preview.
It even goes. That's their problem, though. Like, that's the way to do it. Like, do a small thing. Get the resonance from, like, see what the player base is saying. Is this right? Is it wrong? And that's how you make the game better. Like, I don't understand how they don't read that, but like, we will see. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with this, but my guess is it'll be another one of these, and that's just it is what it is, right? Like they just don't learn the lessons, but maybe they will. Maybe Herman coming out saying, "Hey, we're gonna learn the lessons and we're gonna do more engagement." And okay, but the real engagement is don't spend a fucking ton of money making a live game that may not go anywhere. Instead, spend like 10, 20, 30 million and say, okay, let's put out a chunk and see what happens. Is it gonna go anywhere? Right, because now your loss is much more manageable. And this thing was upwards of like $1 billion or something ridiculous, 400 million after they bought it. I don't even know how much they paid beforehand and how much they paid to buy it. Like whatever, right? Who knows how much that thing wasted? And you're like, dude, you could have avoided this by just saying, you know what? Let's throw out some portion of it. Oh, it's not resonating. Let's change the game. Let's see if we spend another 5. And, you can go fix things up. Let's put out another preview, work with the community, see what they want, right? But no, you went through all the creation. Now it's tough to change, right? How do you so this is, I don't know. I hope they learn that lesson. I just don't think they will. Like, I love that there's a lot more previews in the world, because that's the right path. If you're going to make a live game, you need to make sure you have an audience. And then you make sure that it works. Even freaking Path of Exile 2 is in preview, even though they had a massively successful one. They're like, nope. Preview, because we want to build this with you. We'll get to the point where we think it's right, and then we'll go right. That is a much better plan, and that way you can iron out the things that people don't like, and they do have feedback. Hey, you made this character not playable. I didn't get the right loot here. I didn't like what's going on. They take that and they fix it. That's the stuff you need to work on. And like, I don't know, whatever. So good luck to the team. I hope they like. What they didn't say here is experience launching a AAA high-profile live service game. But okay, whatever. Experience with multiplayer game development. okay, whatever. We will see, right? We will see what that means. I just good luck to the team. I don't trust anything with PlayStation Studios right now because they just shut these things down. That's what they do. And if there's no value, Bend isn't adding enough value. I don't know, man. So we will see what they do. The other one that I haven't heard from in a while is Media Molecule. I think that's the one, right? That did that project, whatever the heck they had there. The one where you could make other environments in your game or whatever the heck it was. Was it Stars? I don't remember what the heck it was called. Was it Project Spark? No, that was a Microsoft one. You know what I mean? You know the game I'm talking about, right? Dreams or something. What the heck was it called?
Dream. Yeah, Dream.
Dreams, right? Like you could make other things in it. That was.
I don't know how they're still alive. I don't know how they're still alive. I don't know
what they're doing, right? So
I don't know.
This is stuff. I don't know if they, those studios survive. Haven is just. I don't know. I expect any minute. We've decided not to release game, and we're shutting down the studio. Whatever. We will see. We'll see. Good luck to the team. that's all I can really say.
Yeah. Good luck to them, bro. Honestly, it's gonna be an uphill battle, man. It's gonna be an uphill battle. All right, you guys, but I gotta run because I gotta work tomorrow.
We're all running.
Oh, we're all running? All right.
This was the last one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. This was it. This was the dunzo. Guys, that's we're gonna wrap it up, man. Appreciate you for rocking out with us. What a fun night, man. Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to everybody who's live in the building. You guys are the shit. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, guys.
Obviously, gotta shout out our homies, Demo and Hargi. Demo, my dude, thank you so much for being here, my brother. Why don't you tell everybody where to find you, man?
Hey, man, you know where to find me. You can find me here every Friday at 8 or whatever the hell CMoney and Doodle show up. Yeah, talking games, having a great time. I've been playing games. You already know. I'm probably gonna be on this weekend, playing games with y'all. So come and check me out. And my show usually Friday 11 a.m. Eastern time. Although I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep that time around because I have 2 jobs now. So it's gonna be extremely hard for me to juggle content creation, family, and everything. So it's getting a little iffy for me to do this shit consistently. Yeah, a little dicey, but I'll try to do it the best that I can to show up for the community and hang out with y'all. Let's wait that everything goes according to plan. And other than that, man, just happy to be here talking games. Shout out to Shah. Shout out to these wonderful people who shared their Friday night with me. And have a blessed one, and I'll see you on the next one. It's your boy Devil Flow checking out. That's it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, my dude. And of course, we have our boy Hargi Chani in the building. Thank you so much, my dude, for rocking out with us, man. Why don't you let everybody know where to find you, man?
Yeah. So check me out tomorrow, or I guess now today, with Fawns at 6 p.m. US Eastern. You can catch Fawns Gaming is a channel. We'll discuss whatever the heck's happening. And then Sunday at 7 p.m. US Eastern with Web Dave. And then on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern with Double Barrel Gaming with Boom. And then if you ever want to subscribe to my channel, good luck. It's Hargi Chani One. Have fun. And then my book is available for those who care. Shop.johnny.us. And we'll see what craziness happens next week, where we find out Xbox is dying again, and discuss away.
Yes, sir. Agreed and understood. It's definitely going to be a fun time, man. But we will be back having a good time for that, man. Guys, thank y'all again so much for rocking out with us. We appreciate y'all. Remember, we'll be back Tuesday night with Night Quest and our boy Pharaoh. Guys, thank y'all so much. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.